Morning, people. Happy new week. Happy Monday. It is the 20th of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, Big Marks from the east side of the bridge. Happy Monday. You know what I'm going already?
It is your favorite shade queen, Martin Royalty.
It's your girl, excuse me. It's your girl, just Jean.
Oh, the water. In your face.
Sorry. Hello, hi, I'm here.
I can't wait to hear the rhyme in a while though.
Cause I just it's your girl, just Jean, your black queen representing the fitness queens. Pow, pow, pow.
Don't be pressured. Your own platform. Don't get anyone pressure you.
It's true.
And
but
they call
I'm
me,
here.
Okay.
You said, okay.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
Sorry, man.
No, even when I saw it, I was are you frying egg on your face? Sorry, wait, that's better.
How's everyone doing?
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you?
Good. I'm okay, thank you.
I'm annoyed you made me watch that thing. Though.
Yeah, so basically
I'm
talking
good.
about Swarm, right? And I don't know if anyone who's watching this live or listening to this has watched it. But basically, obviously, there was a clip that went viral on Friday of Damson Idris.
and Chloe.
Yeah, doing
I
back
thought it was
shots.
going to be longer. I'm not going to lie. When I watched it,
Yeah, and you can't. Yeah, it was all. Yeah, it just wasn't as. It wasn't.
I
as
feel like people
teen.
hyped it.
They definitely did.
Like, she's just getting doggied, okay.
And I've got to say, actually, I have to make an apology on here. I do owe Damson Idris. I'm going to look straight in the camera, right?
Yeah.
I owe Damson Idris an apology. I apologize, Mr. Damson. I know you don't know me, but I know you, much to my annoyance, but I know you. It turns out that people actually don't know the difference between acting and real life. Because, you know, he said that about his mum. And I went in a whole thing about, people know. I guess people don't know because people are really, really slut-shaming Chloe. Like, seriously.
Why?
Because of the sex scene.
Yeah, but the sex scene, I've seen far worse.
And they were like, oh,
She got a nice bum, though.
Listen, that girl's body.
Literally, I was like,
Your
okay,
bodies.
bitch. Bah, 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 bah.
And not take away from anybody, maybe your girls or whatever, but I like hard work in it. Maybe I've, normalized suffering. But knowing that that's like
Homegrown.
like a homegrown.
Yeah.
Her body is banging.
Your body's
but
nice.
yeah, so I watched it, yeah. Obviously we're gonna talk about when you guys catch up, to go properly. But the whole time I was like, what the hell is this?
Catch up with what?
Swarm.
I just heard that we're not supposed to be watching it.
Who said that?
Based off of your...
Yeah, but Gina also did not watch anything all at once. So Gina ain't... Sorry.
Do you know what it
Yeah,
is?
she
Yeah?
tried to, but it didn't work for her either.
No,
Exactly.
it doesn't.
So
So
why
it
would you
sounds
go
as
off
though-
the person who nothing ever works for?
Are
Sorry,
you
right?
rude?
Sorry,
First
Gina.
of all,
television-wise.
First of all, my name is Gina because she said, "Why would you listen to the person, girl?"
I'm sorry. Why would you listen to Gina? Why would you listen to Gina's recommendations?
Because...
I used to have a section called "Seen by Just Jean." That's why he's gonna listen to me. How about that?
What did you watch on there?
Different things. Don't you remember? Meet us. Don't do that face.
I'm here with you.
Are you sure?
We're on the same side.
Okay, cool. Just
No, but that's because you don't want to watch it.
all right, cool.
Is that because you don't? Are you not gonna listen to my recommendations following the trailer situation?
To be honest, she didn't like Everywhere,
And neither did
whatever, in the same time.
Yeah.
They had the same stupid title. And I also didn't like it.
Yeah, well,
So we're...
You
we're on the
didn't like
same
it for different reasons.
wavelength. What?
It's a new week, but you didn't like it for different reasons.
No, it's the same
You know,
reasons.
she didn't
It's
like it because
noisy.
it wasn't her thing.
Yeah.
You didn't like it because your heart wasn't in the right place.
Ah, okay. Well, this is the second thing that I'm thinking we're not going to like.
Okay, well, if you guys don't like it,
No,
that's
do you know
fine.
what?
I'll talk about it.
Okay, now the thing is, I'm gonna be honest. I hate watching stupidity.
So do I.
Why is it stupid?
But I sit through it.
It's stupid because
It was dumb.
it's dumb, yeah. I think it's dumb anyway, and she was just getting on like her behavior. I just wanted to. Her behavior was.
You know, someone said they watched it at night, yeah, and they had a dream that she was standing over them in their bed. And they're like, who's your favorite? And she was like, who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite artist? She's just a weirdo.
Okay, let me just. If you guys are not going to watch it, then I might as well just tell you. But basically,
I think you
called
can still watch
Swarm,
it though.
And I feel like it's about.
It's
Sorry?
what,
I think they can still watch it though, even if
I thought you recommended. I was thinking they just said they're not going to watch it because you said
No,
not
girl.
to.
I'd watch it.
No, I'm saying
Thank you.
I think
I
you can
appreciate
still. No, I'm saying I don't like it, and if I have to finish it, I will. I mean, I've watched 4 out of 7, so it's not going to kill me.
Wait, what's it about?
So basically, it's about stan culture,
Okay.
but like excessive. To be honest, it's stan culture. So this girl, shall I just tell you what happens? I don't think you guys are really gonna watch it.
I'm not going to, so you can tell me.
Okay.
Especially if I hear it's about the beehive. I'm not watching that.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's
That's why she's you should watch it. You should watch it.
Oh, because
no,
you're
but
a
I'm
beehive.
not a beehive.
Aren't you?
No,
Yeah, but
Are
you
you
was a
not?
Bob.
exactly. That's not a beehive.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
I
it's
thought
the
it was a
same kinda-
beehive
it's the
though.
same
It's,
sentiment.
trust me. Because when people cuss Nicki Minaj, I'm not under the comments saying also that's foolishness. I'm not a stand like that.
No, but what I'm trying to
Whatever
say
was.
is, if even though it's a different thing, you can relate to the.
No, I can't.
Okay, sorry.
Because that is when I tell you, it's proper madness.
No,
I can't relate.
she's so extreme. Yeah, like like when she's just like. Naja's a goddess. Like
Yeah,
you know
it's
when
very-
someone's so like you can tell she's just an airy, very weird person, and
Yeah.
everything, her whole life, her whole being is about this artist.
To be fair, though, it is written
are
and
people that
produced
actually
by
live like that, though, innit?
Donald Glover. So this is his bag.
I'm saying there are people that actually live like that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but she's
But
that,
they do, and I think that's what it mirrors.
she's very extreme. So you aren't gonna watch it.
I mean,
They're not. Let me just say
I
what
could
happens,
watch it.
basically. This girl, yeah,
But you could
is
tell
a
me and it
fan.
won't spoil it for me, so I don't care. I
She's
can
a
still
fan
watch
of
it.
this woman, and they call her Niger, but essentially it's like a fictional Beyonce, basically. But then anyone who doesn't believe in her, or that doesn't think so anyone who trolls her online, she goes on to kill them.
She literally finds you. She stalks you.
She literally stalks you,
finds
she-
you for
yeah.
via your tweets, and before she kills you, she'll ask you questions like, "Who's your favorite artist?" And then you will say your favorite
And she'll be
artist,
like,
and she'll be like, "How many Grammys have they got?" Like,
Yeah.
you know when she just and everyone's thinking, "What? Oh, but you went on to say so and so." No, I didn't. Yes, you did on Twitter, and then she'll just
And
kill
then
you.
she'll show you, and then she'll kill you.
Yeah.
How
Well,
would
she
you
just kept
kill
getting
you?
away with murders.
Did she shoot you?
No, like
No, she like get an axe.
the way
and
she
just
killed
keep.
you know the way she killed
hitting you,
the way
like-
she killed Dumpson threw me off, because I was multitasking.
Yeah, so
And
basically,
so I didn't see it
Damson-
come in. It was the first one. I thought, wait, she killed him like
Yeah,
that.
so basically, I'm sorry, guys, it's gonna get spoiled for everybody. But basically, Damson was going out with Chloe, but he wasn't like really taking her seriously, kind of thing. Was that kind of situation? And she and Chloe have been best friends. No, they're she's a foster child. You find out later on in the series. So they're basically sisters and they live together. They kind of stop living with their parents or whatever. So she starts going out with Damson, but Damson is just like, he's a playboy, he's a player. But obviously, she's very protective of her sister. So she's like to Damson, they both love this artist. So she saved up and got tickets for this artist. Damson's like, I'm taking her away for her birthday. And she's like, no, you can't because I've saved money for this artist that we're both going to see. Damson anyway goes ahead and sells the sister, I'm taking you away. Obviously, she's got a new man. She's excited to go away with her man. So she's then like, oh, I think I'm going to go and live with him. And she's like, he's not good for you. Because he also tries to sleep with the sister. Because she's a virgin, so he tries to move to her. So she was like, oh no, he tried to move to me. And she's like, oh, everyone I bring around you don't like, blah, blah. She's like, I'm going to move out. So she's actually going to move out. Obviously, the one with the mental health issues, she's very codependent on her. So she was like, you know what, that night she's going to go out and have a great time. Live up, do city girl life. So she goes out, meets a nice guy, is chilling with him, like goes back to his whatever. We see not dick shaming, sorry. We see his dick pressed up against a bowl of strawberries, but whatever. I could have gone my whole life without seeing that. Whatever. So anyways, now, yeah. So her sister's calling her because she finds out Damson cheated on her. She's calling the girl, but obviously she's living her best life. When she comes back to the house, the girls move back in. So she goes to like, oh, the tickets are here. She killed herself.
She overdosed, didn't it?
No, I think she actually thingy. Because basically they showed a snapshot of like a scar.
Oh, when
So
they
she's
were
been
like
self-harming.
Yeah.
So, and there was blood on the bed. So yeah, so she killed herself. So then obviously now her world is like rocked because that's her rock, basically. So then she then goes to visit Damson. He didn't come to the funeral. She wasn't allowed at the funeral. Foster parents kicked her out. We found out it's because that she did a whole thing back in the day and whatever. So anyways, yeah, that happened. So then she goes to Damson, and then again he's trying to like basically move to her whatever again out of grief. She just kills him, man. He goes to make her tea, recommended by his mum, and she just kills the guy.
She just runs up behind him with whatever it is, smacks him on the head, he falls on the floor, and then she just keeps
And the
whacking
dog is
him
just watching.
over the head. Like you just see the blood.
And that's how
but
she
you can
kills people.
tell she's kind of like a Jeffrey Dahmer because when she kills people, she kind of gets off on it.
Do you know what she does? She goes and she just raises their snack cupboards.
Yeah, like
She just
she
eats.
literally will kill you, and then
Sorry, is that the clip that came from Damson? There was a stupid girl at the door just voyeuring. Was that the girl
Yes, so
that
that
came
was
out?
when. Yes, that was the sister.
Oh,
That's
so
the one with mentally ill one.
Is that the one who kills people?
Yes.
Was she lining up Damson in that particular scene?
No. She's just. I feel like she's ill mentally. So I feel like she doesn't understand things. So I feel like when they were having sex,
She's
it's not
a bit-
because she
she's weird,
desired it.
though.
She's just weird. Do you get me?
She's
She's just weird.
But then, do you know what though? I found their relationship a bit incestuous. Like the sisters. In the beginning, yeah, I was just like, I get she's codependent, yeah, but it was a bit. To me, it was a bit too.
Do you know what it is? I think because I think they're just close, but because we don't see that closeness unless it's like a romantic setting, it looks weird. Do you get what I mean? Because she was like kissing her scar and stuff, but. It was very, I'll be honest, I watched it and I did regret the time I spent watching it. But then upon reflection the next day, I thought, actually, that was actually a good series. I can't lie. I think it's actually good. It's weird because it's one of those, like, I wouldn't say it's a thriller. It's not a thriller, but you know those ones that just like, those psychological weird ones. I would say that's what it is. But it definitely 100% is a dig at the, what's it called? Beehive. And apparently, so I was doing my diggings on it. And they were talking about how some of parts of it are real stories. And apparently there was a girl who actually, when she found out that the Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, actually killed herself because she's part of a Beehive. But then I'm saying that was a rumor. But there was a whole like article about it and stuff like that. But they're saying that it was basically like a lipstick alley type of thing. It was just like a rumor. But it was very interesting. It was interesting as well that the Beehive were taking offense about the film in Beyonce's honor. And someone was like, this is literally case in point. This is exactly what the film was talking about. It was very, very weird. And then she grew up as well and like became a lesbian. Ended up killing her lesbian partner.
I didn't even watch.
Because basically...
But it was obvious she was... I thought that was obvious though. Because
do you think? I didn't think so.
Do you know why?
I was shocked when I saw the
Well, that she was a lesbian?
Yeah.
No.
Because she was dressing like a... What's it? A dyke?
No, but not all lesbians dress like that. So.
No, I'm saying she started dressing like that. And for someone who was like really like into makeup... I don't know, never mind. Into like makeup and hair and stuff. She then turned into like this tomboy looking...
Do you know how
like
I knew that she was going to end up that way? Because she didn't like men. She used to say... I remember when Dams used to always talk about sex and her being a virgin and stuff like that. Yeah, she was always resistant and like, women don't need men. There's other ways to get pleasure. Sex is overrated. Like, remember when they were in the car?
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? Like, to me, she literally screamed, I don't like men. And even when she joined that cult, that weird...
Oh my gosh,
that weird cult. That's when I was just like, yeah.
She went to go and see fake Beyonce, right? And then she ends up like in some white, like Alabama kind of vibe where you stick out like a sore thumb because you're black. And some white girl helps, Billie Eilish is in there, helps her. Then it turns out it's like some retreat cult thing where they help women come into themselves and let go and release. So that's when we find out when she first killed, when she was younger. And that's how she got into foster care. Because I think, I'm not sure if she killed her grandma or if she killed somebody, but she said basically her grandma said, oh, you spilled milk.
Yeah.
And it said what color was the milk, and the milk was red, so obviously it was blood. It's twisted. And I was so annoyed because I watched it at nighttime. I had to watch Modern Family to get some giggles in. It was finished.
Really, did you find it scary?
I don't like, do you know what it is? I don't like things that mess with my psychological side of things.
I just found her
It's just
I just
too
found her stupid.
mental.
So I was just like...
So she joined that cult, and then anyways, yeah, so they thought she'd listen to this.
Wait, is this... Wait. Stop. Pause.
What?
Is this still first episode?
No.
This is
episode 7 now.
Pause. So everybody's screaming about spoilers, isn't it?
That's my problem.
She said it before though. She said I'm gonna spoil it.
I'm gonna
They
spoil
may
it.
have been in the room at the time.
Okay.
Public service announcement. We have a new segment at the beginning of the episode, especially if it's at the beginning of the week. Esther's gonna say, "All right, cool. What are you guys watching?" And then we start talking about something that we've decided to watch together.
Yeah. So, but see, do you know what's so funny? Do you know what's so funny? I hear you, and I'm carrying on. So this is what happens. Yeah. Because when I tell you guys to watch this, you guys aired my message.
Because next we're talking about
what
Luther,
we're gonna
no?
do together. That's
Yes,
it.
I waited for.
We're actually going to talk about Luther. So if you haven't watched Luther, then my dear, maybe
Has everyone watched Luther?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Mugs ain't
So
watched
basically,
it.
yeah, they
Look at his
thought,
face.
yeah.
Yes.
I was.
Yes.
Have you really?
Yeah, she watched it.
Do you not think I lie?
No, you gave a lying face, to be honest.
Yeah, but the words. This is the words that came out of my mouth.
All right, cool.
Anyways, they thought she was repentant. She wasn't repentant. She killed all of them. All right. Go on All right, go on to Luther then.
You know what's mad? Spoilers proper don't spoil my experience.
Same with me.
I don't understand what it
I
is.
can get told everything about
You
something.
can tell me
and
the
still
whole
watch it,
thing.
yeah.
When I watch it, I might see it for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, but I
still
like
cool.
the whole feeling of like jumping and like, I didn't see that coming.
No,
I kind of
I
like
wait on it.
spoilers.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a film with someone who's seen it and I'm trying to work out and I'm figuring it and I'm asking it and they're on some, oh no, I'm not going to tell you. Shut up, man. I'm not a kid, man. I'm asking you something. I want to know what's going on.
Nah, because if you tell me someone dies here, I'm going to watch the entire thing waiting for that person to die. And everything that happens up until they die is irrelevant because I know you're going to die.
I'm not going to lie. No, you know what? I take that back. There's certain spoilers that could thing it. Like, did I know? Wait, did I know? Actually, I'm gonna take it back again. I'm lying. I knew Spider-Man was gonna die from the Marvel thing. I knew Spider-Man was gone before I saw that because I heard it. And when I watched it on the screen, it still hurt my chest the same way. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not gonna lie. When I
There are some that are powerful like that, you know.
What?
Like, you can know what's going to happen, but it still hurts. You never knew.
You get what I'm saying?
All right, well, Luther, because you guys are dying for it.
Gagging. Did you not like it then? I said it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Did you not enjoy
Yeah, I thought
it?
it was good.
Yeah, I like Luther. It made me want to go back and watch the series again.
See?
Yeah, it made me want to start the series.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever met the man, so I like it.
Oh, you never seen it before?
No.
Oh, you should go watch. The series is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah,
It's really, really good.
Oh, that was quick.
So you nah, give me a minute. Give me a moment. You guys, I was telling you very interesting, juicy tea.
We haven't finished.
No, wait, no. Let's get that one. And this is it. It was great. It was great. Oh, great.
All right, cool. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bad with names and I don't really I pay attention, but I don't pay attention. So you know the killer, the evil man, yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously when I was watching, I was thinking, why does this guy look so familiar? It's Thingy from Black Panther. Not Killmonger. You know the white Australian or South
Is he?
African? That's him.
Yeah.
It was him.
That's the guy that plays Caesar, innit? In Planet of the Apes.
Yes, as well. Yeah. It is.
Oh, is he Caesar? Okay, cool.
Because I went on Google and I was like, no, this guy's face is really annoying me. But I was like, wow, they really did him dirty because he looks awful in this film. Not that he was great anyway, but I'm just saying he just looks really, really like...
Did you like his character? Did you buy into his character?
Was he a lawyer or a judge?
Who, the man?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was a lawyer or something.
No,
Remember we saw him dressed up in
But
court.
in the end, didn't they say that he used to be a banker or something? And then, like, you know when they were giving these... You know when they were kind of mocking him, saying that they met his wife and his wife told them all about him.
Oh, I thought they were lying then because they were trying to throw someone off, weren't they?
They're doing the
She was
psychological
trying,
thing.
she was trying to throw Luther off because when Luther was asking, that's when he got to the girl, Odell or Odeli or something like that. So he got to her and then he said, if you can do whatever to Luther. So when Luther then said, oh, what have you found out? I feel like she was lying and said, oh no, this and that and that. I don't know.
He plays Gollum as well, Daniel said.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He looks like Gollum.
No, he does, literally.
Awesome.
He actually looks like Gollum.
He's in the Prestige as well.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I liked his character.
It wasn't like the series though.
No, but I think it was a
The
good
series
film
better.
though.
Yeah, the series.
Didn't have time
Yeah.
to basically develop it like the series though.
But I
So
feel like
it's
they
really
would've-
it was rushed, didn't it? It's like
Well, it
fast
had to be,
paced.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
had to
film
be.
though, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose because I've seen the series, and I understand that this is in movie format. I get what they done. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's got to be quick, sharp to develop the characters and boom, 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 boom. And if you know Luther already, you're kind of halfway there. You know what I'm trying to say? So I hear it, but it was a bit. But like again, yeah, it is a movie. What else was they gonna do? But no, man, I liked it, man. Like I said, it's gonna make me want to go and rewatch the series because Luther's only short anyway, innit?
Yeah.
Is it for like 4 episodes or something?
Something
Is
stupid.
it? Oh, that's so stupid. How many seasons are there?
I think there's 3.
2 or 3 maybe.
I think there's 3.
I haven't
3 or
seen it
4? That's silly.
No, 2. There's like 2 or 3 Luthers, and it's not like
And there's 4 episodes with Luther.
I can't remember
It's got to
exactly.
be at
but-
least an hour long.
Yeah, they're long.
Yeah,
they're long
I think so.
episodes though.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, it's decent, but
I'm sure there's 3 seasons.
I'll have a look.
I'm sure.
what did you think about the prison scene where he with the riot?
Okay, do you know what I hate? Do you know what I hate so much? I hate it, yeah, when people are in prison, as in films and stuff, yeah, and they know they're gonna get broken out, and then they get broken out, they act shocked.
As in their bumhole?
Don't be stupid.
Just
How
like
do we
that.
get that? How do we get
They're
there?
gonna get broken out, as in they're gonna get freed, and then when it happens, like, do you get me? Like, you know when the van gets intercepted,
Yeah.
then they get that whole shake up. The guys get shot. People die. Then they open the door like,
my God.
don't be stupid.
Who else is
Who else is coming for you?
Yeah. It was obviously.
And I thought it was very unrealistic.
That's why he asked about the jail scene, right? Because there's no way he's cutting through.
Very
all
unrealistic.
traffic.
Did you see how he was moving in the jail scene?
Like I ain't never been in there because
Like, he was moving like he was Blade or something. I'm this Luther or Blade.
Jumping up and down.
This brother's moving wicked.
Do you know what I don't like
In
as
that
well?
boat,
Yeah?
brother, there's like hundreds of people on the wing.
Literally, and he's just slipping and sliding under them sometimes up. I said, "You're stupid. You're very stupid." Do you know what I don't like as well? I hate when they make like errors that I can note. Remember like the reason why how he got out of his cell was because they burnt his cell.
Yeah.
But you're telling me the radio survived and
Oh,
his little
yeah,
psychic
yeah.
could go back and listen to the channel, find the letter, because the book should burn first.
I forgot about
Find the
that,
letter, find all of that stuff and be like, 85.8 frequency. And I said, yeah, you people are getting my nerves.
I don't know if the cell got burnt though.
Remember, he used his bed. That will burn.
Yeah, but
If it wasn't a good mattress,
not really.
But I guess he used it to push out.
He pushed it out though,
pushing
innit?
fire out.
No, like to get through the door.
Yeah.
Because
Because the
when I
mattress didn't
saw-
go back in.
Because then remember, I started seeing things drop. People were like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People were dropping it from like the top and
Yeah, because
stuff.
people were actually burning, actually.
So I don't think it burnt his cell, but
I thought it was good, though.
I did enjoy it though.
Rating, please.
Excuse me?
Rating.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
How much did you give the
Be-
wherever?
Right.
Wherever, whenever, whatever.
Everything, all at once, something like that. I gave that a 7 as well, actually. It's different genres. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not sure you gave it a 7, but
I think you gave it like an 8 or
You,
something.
you gave it 8, babes.
Oh, that's even better then. I gave it an 8.
Okay.
Deserve that.
how about you, Mags? Luther?
Luther's like a 6, maybe 6.5. Like it's not like it's a cold film.
I think we should give it a
I
score
enjoy it because I like Luther. I like the Luther series. I haven't seen Luther in a while, so it's a new edition of it. The movie's all right, like an easy watch, but like it's not like groundbreaking. Nothing crazy about it.
Yeah, it wasn't mind blowing.
Like, but it was all right. It was enjoyable, like a 6.5
All right, it
maybe.
poses a question. Let's go around first rating. So 6, sorry.
7.
7 and Manuel.
I'd say about 6.7.
All right, cool.
6.7. You're so extra.
It's always a 1.
Could have done a 6.5. Okay.
The 6.7, you know.
So you remember when he was in the chair, he got captured, and then the guy basically shows him and the woman that they're just like everybody else watching. But
Yeah.
it just takes a certain circumstance in order to trigger that. What do you think about that? Do you think there's any truth to that?
Yeah. Wait, say it again?
Yeah.
You said like it was a parable. Can you answer my question?
No, it's
please?
true though. You didn't-
No,
What's-
she had a
what's-
phone in the hand.
What's
doesn't matter.
what's that bit again?
All right.
but-
Go, Gina. Justine, sorry. This is your scene. This is your
I'm
segment.
done. So basically, you know when he had him in the chair and then all the cameras were watching, right? And he was just like, "We got a celebrity here today." Da, 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 da. He's just as bad as everybody else, but obviously because they're cops, like they do the same thing everybody else does,
Yeah.
but because they've got a badge, and it just shows that like depending on the circumstance of a person, everyone's the same.
Okay, yeah. I remember that bit. Yeah,
But
all the
every-
cameras
no,
and all that.
but that was duh. When
But
faced
he
with
proved they're wrong though.
certain,
He didn't smash her knee with the hammer.
yeah, but he got arrested for like bad things he's done.
He's
Like,
done a lot of
it's
bad things though.
Yeah, but
He essentially is a crooked cop.
No, but it's not. I
Luca.
don't think it's about
Yeah.
even being a crooked cop. I think that's how human beings are. I can tell you I wouldn't do something, I will do something. If I'm faced with a situation where I have no choice but to do it, something that I've always considered evil, I will have no choice but to do it.
But
He's
then
on the
the
right
thing
side.
about
He's on the right side of morality. Like
But-
he's not a crooked cop because
No.
he is a crooked cop, but he's
No,
not crooked
but- no,
because
but
he's
you know
always
what?
doing the right thing. It's
No,
for,
but then the problem
it's for the
is-
right thing.
No, I get
you know
it,
what I'm
but-
saying? He
but
ain't
look at
trying
the
to.
woman as well.
It's not for his
She-
own.
Hello.
Go on.
Jesus. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, I hear you, but also it's because he goes. I get what you're saying because he's trying to do the right thing, and he obviously he's the means. Like the reason why he's doing it is good, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
the way he goes about it. So Luther will break the law. He will hurt people. He will do all those things to get a positive result. Do you understand
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
You're
not,
doing
but it's
that.
not a fabricated result though. If that
but
makes
that's
sense. If it was a fabricated result, I could understand. When people that break the law and move evidence and do things to get a fabricated result, then I hear that. But it's usually. It's usually for the right things. Or even if there's even if there's someone that he knows done this, yeah, because he's a man who could know certain things in it, yeah. But he understands how the laws work. We can't prove this, but he knows they done it. That's not crooked.
You know when the guy
So
asked,
you are telling me, sorry, go on, Esther.
you know when the guy asked the question, I don't like. He was asking to justify these people's fetishes, right? So with that situation, obviously the woman did end up stabbing him. but he couldn't, knock her knees or whatever. But that's because I feel like he thought of a different way to then like to get the outcome without having to hurt the woman. I feel like every human being, you can say you're not going to do this and that, whatever, but when you're faced with something that in that kind of situation, life or death or whatever, you will do what you need to do. Because like, when you think about it, that woman was condemning Luther at the start for how he was. But then when we get to the end now, because of her daughter, she's doing the same thing he was doing. So I don't think it's just, that's how human beings are.
Yeah, I hear you.
She was ready to go for her daughter, though, innit?
No, I hear it though.
She was like, no. I said, first of all, you need to shut up. Because what's the other option?
You go
when
die.
they put the bag over your head, you're making noise. When they put the bag off your head, you're talking about mum, no. Girl, sit this one out. Sit it out. Just be quiet.
So, Mark, you telling me that you are okay with these feds planting evidence, even though you didn't catch you with that evidence?
What, Luther?
You just said just now, he knows they're guilty, so he can be crooked because he's getting a bad person off the streets, right?
Yeah.
So you are okay with cops fabricating evidence if they know that the person is, I don't know, a drug dealer or whatnot?
What, in real life?
Yeah.
No, but it's not real life, and it's not the real cops. It's Luther. I like Luther. It's the same shit. It's a TV show. So I'm never on the side of the police. Anyway, I'm always anti-Babylon. But if I'm gonna do the police show and I'm gonna watch Luther, then I can look at it objectively. Like, so Luther can do that. I'm not a police sympathizer anyway, so I'm never. That doesn't correlate. It's not real life. But in the show, what Luther's doing, he's not a crooked cop because he's not trying to trick people or trying to put people in positions that they're not supposed to be in. He's trying to fight at justice and truth, innit? And sometimes he's got to bend the law to get the results that he wants. I'm with that. I understand that.
Just in the film, though.
Well, in real life, if they got to do it in real life, they're cool. I don't support police anyway. So whether they was lying or whether it was legit, whether man's, I don't support police. So I don't understand. I can't. It doesn't matter about just in the film. I don't support police.
Why are you saying? You're right.
Because he was always wants to tussle. You're trying to.
I'm not even trying to tussle. I just don't. I don't.
The
understand.
logic. You don't understand why I rate it. You're saying.
I think what I get from what you're saying is that you're stymied. Your hands are tied because in real life you don't like police, so you're not going to agree with anything that they do anyway, right? It doesn't matter what I throw at you. You're still going to say don't like them, so f them. But now that it comes to fiction, and your favorite
Black actor.
pepper-greened head guy,
Man said
Luther,
pepper-greened.
you're like, no, I can't understand why he did that because I like him. Because he's a crooked cop. He's a bit like the Denzel Washington in that show, innit?
What's that one again? Yeah, but he's cool. But look, okay, cool, yeah. I don't like police anywhere, yeah. But in make believe, in certain times, yeah, they would put police people around, yeah, and some of them I can rock with. That's what it is. It's not real. It's like Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry, Bad Boys. I like Mike Lowry. Everybody likes Mike. But Mike's a cop. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so in real life, if we're gonna convert it into real life, I'll be anti Mike Lowry. I don't care about what he does, how cool he is, or what he looks, whatever. But in the movie, I can rock with Mike. You get me?
Okay. All right. Just as long as it doesn't sound as though you're saying that you're okay with police like sticking people up.
Okay, then. But then if it was like a real life situation, yeah, and there was a man like that film that Denzel's in as well. I can't remember what it's called. Is it All the Little Things or something like that? Or something like that. I can't remember. But if there's a real life situation, say that there's a guy like a paedophile, like a rapist or something like that, and he's doing all that kind of stuff, and the police know, but he's so good at what he does, there's no paper trail, and they fabricate some evidence to get this man, and he's 100% guilty. I'll be cool with that.
Yeah, I know you would. That's in
Wouldn't
real
you?
life, right?
And wouldn't you?
That's in real life, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Them fabricating information. No.
To get him, but
no,
he's really doing it though. But he's really doing it.
Yeah. See, you're stupid.
I'm not stupid.
No, you're not stupid. But I'm saying you're stupid, not that you are stupid. I think that a precedent should be set all across the board. I don't think we should pick and choose when this particular thing gets deployed.
That's in the name of fairness. I heard that.
Right?
Fair's a place with candy floss and bumper cars, bro. That's not real. Like, that's what a fair ground is.
It falls on what one decides is morally right or morally wrong, right? It's up on somebody else. So where one would say drug dealing is as heinous as the are.
Yeah. Obviously, it depends on what your
Yeah, it depends
point
on
of view is, your
where
perspective.
your needle lands. Do you understand?
They're fair enough.
So I don't think I can, even though I might agree in this situation, the one that you've mentioned, if you apply it all over across the board, then I wouldn't agree all across the board. But then as law goes, you have to apply it all across the board.
Yeah, that's facts. But then that's when your bias comes into it. And that's why I can allow for, in certain circumstances or certain situations.
I hear that.
For that.
I hear that.
You get me?
I hear that. But I would rather
Just keep it across the
vigilante
board.
and jungle justice as opposed to applying it to the system in which it is governing the entire land type thing.
I hear that because then you're saying you can't pick and choose when you're going to use that and all that.
Yeah. Because there was a time when it was okay to basically lick off black people because they weren't human beings. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then what, I'm supposed to be fine with that?
So you're saying this, once you set the president, it's dangerous
I
territory?
believe so.
I'm with you. I heard that's
Yeah.
logic. That makes sense.
All right, so from now on, if it is that we are going to watch something, we are going to announce it on Friday. So everybody has the opportunity to jump in and participate with us. But we will be chopping it up on Monday. And like I said, Esther or Gina is going to start by saying, what you watching?
All right, have any of you lot seen Creed 3? I'm not doing it now, but I'm just asking.
No, but do I need to?
Can you lot go and watch it, please?
Looks like you like it.
Why are you looking at me? You're not going to go watch Creed 3?
Is that from that?
Excuse me, sorry?
That's why. So we got the whole week to do that.
Yeah, you
That's
got,
for that's for Monday.
That's going
Monday.
to the cinema, so it's not like...
That's for Monday.
it
That's for
can't-
Monday.
I'll be honest. I was going to cinema to watch Rye Lane.
Oh, the Peckham
I'm
one.
going to be
Yeah,
honest,
the second one.
it might not have to be Monday because
Rye Lane.
You're
Is
not
that
even here.
I
old?
won't be in the country.
I don't know.
Huh?
I might be
new
able...
came out
No.
Friday.
Is that about the black boy and the white girl?
You lot are going to be
Yeah.
5 hours
No, I
ahead
don't
of
think
me.
I don't know if it's a white girl, but
That's
No, I
been
don't-
out for a little while. Is that like from the film festival
this
stuff?
one
That's been
definitely
out.
came out on Friday. Maybe actually.
I do believe it did go into the film festival and they've now put it on cinema like that.
Okay.
So it's good.
Okay,
that
yeah.
white-
No,
is that
it
white
probably
girl?
is what I'm talking about then. I haven't seen it. I was supposed to watch that, but that's old though. That's not new.
When's it all out? Well, yes.
A year or two, maybe.
Did you go to the film festival?
Nah.
How
it's
did you
just,
watch it?
You know, I just fall in rabbit holes and I see things. I didn't watch it. I'm just aware of the movie.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just come out thingy.
Sundance.
Sundance, yeah. What year?
Well, that was 2023, bro.
Sundance 2023.
Yeah. 23rd of January. That's probably why you're thinking a year ago because it was top of the year.
I don't know, but then I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, boys. Sorry.
You must think you are filthy. Talking about sorry, boys. Yeah.
Creed.
I might try and watch Creed. I haven't watched 1 or 2.
Well,
That's the
basically, you
thing.
need to
I'll
watch
watch
it
it.
for Friday. Huh?
I'll watch
Watch
it.
it
Yeah,
before
I
Friday.
bet you
No,
watch
not
that.
this Friday. The next Friday. I'm not here on a Monday, so it'll be the Friday.
Okay, that's a long time. I can watch that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I
How about you? You know what?
know you're going to be watching it because I didn't make the suggestion. But
Oh, but when
I'm
it's
not
you,
sure.
because you tell us to watch something, we should watch it. When it's
no,
me,
it's just that. No,
ah.
no, it's not that. I don't mind people don't take my recommendations. It's their loss, not mine. But it's whenever I make a recommendation, Brent never listens, and I don't appreciate it.
It's only
Oh,
once.
but I'm making the
It's 2.
recommendation.
No, it's
no.
It's 2 now.
It's once.
It's 2.
Swum.
But I'm making
Yeah,
the
but then at
recommendation.
this point,
And I
That's
actually
fair, but-
watched Wherever.
yeah, but I wish you
and Ever.
didn't. I wish you didn't. Because the feedback you gave was so horrible. I really wish you didn't. It was a whole thing.
Is this a lovers quarrel? Or...
But if I can, I'll watch Creed. If not, I'm happy to just listen to you guys' review on it.
Okay.
Let's get into our headlines.
Am I like gonna watch Creed?
Yeah, try.
Rose eyes. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I just want you to Esther watch it, man, from a first track perspective.
Oh, for the first track.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, I
just
did wanna-
seeing,
There's some good moments in there for you. Yeah?
just seeing black men in
They're
all their
just beautiful.
glory. It was beautiful.
God's best creation.
I just thought, wow, man. Look at black men. Love this for us.
Look at God.
All right, people. So the first headline. I'm not sure if you guys heard about Putin.
Yeah, he's been arrested, isn't it?
No.
Well, he's gonna get arrested.
Well, they want him.
They want
Can you
exactly.
imagine arrested Putin?
I'm not far off. Am I far off though?
Hey, Luther can't do it, man. All right, so the ICC, the International Criminal Court, has issued an arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin. The court alleges he's responsible for war crimes and has focused its claims on the unlawful deportation of children from Ukraine to Russia. It says the crimes were committed in Ukraine from 24th of February 2022 when Russia launched its full-scale invasion. Moscow has denied the allegations and labelled the warrants as outrageous. It's highly unlikely that much will come of the move. The ICC has no powers to arrest suspects and can only exercise jurisdiction within its member countries, and Russia is not one of them. However, it could affect the president in other ways, such as being unable to travel internationally. In a statement, the ICC said it had reasonable grounds to believe Mr. Putin committed the criminal acts directly, as well as working with others. It's also accused him of failing to use his presidential powers to stop children from being deported. When asked about the ICC's move, the US President Joe Biden said, well, I think it's justified. He noted that the US is not signed up to the ICC, but he also said, but I think it makes a very strong point. Mr. Putin clearly committed war crimes, he said. Russia's Commissioner for Children's Rights, Maria Lvova-Belova, is also wanted by the ICC for the same crimes. In the past, she has spoken openly of efforts to indoctrinate Ukrainian children taken to Russia. The ICC said it initially considered keeping the arrest warrants a secret, but decided to make them public in the event that it stopped further crimes from being committed. The ICC prosecutor, Karim Khan, told the BBC children can't be treated as the spoils of war. They can't be deported. This type of crime doesn't need one to be a lawyer. One needs to be a human being to know how egregious it is. And the next headline, the French government will face a no-confidence vote on Monday today, as MPs said they feared for their safety. Strike action intensified and police banned demonstrators from parts of central Paris after the president, Emmanuel Macron's decision to push through an unpopular rise in the pension age without a parliament vote. Opposition politicians have filed 2 no-confidence motions in protest at the government, using controversial executive powers to raise the state pension age from 62 to 64. The French president decided last week that the government should use Article 49.3 of the Constitution to bypass Parliament because he feared it could not garner enough votes for the pension changes. The 2 no-confidence motions are seen as unlikely to pass, as they would require an unprecedented grouping together of all the warring opposition parties. The only way a no-confidence vote would pass would be with the support of a large number of MPs from Les Républicains. But the party leader, Eric Ciotti, has ordered his MPs not to vote against the government on the grounds it could lead to chaos. And the next headline, this is an update from last week when we spoke about the reparations, that whole reparations discussion, basically. And one of the people, basically, who was instrumental in putting forward a proposal for Black Americans to each receive $5 million and things of that nature, he's basically changed his mind.
Yeah. What?
So the Black San Francisco leader who helped devise plans to pay out $5 million in reparations to every African-American resident now rejects the idea and says the cash should go to community projects instead. Reverend Amos Brown made the vote fast, despite being the vice chair of Reverend Amos Brown made the vote fast despite being the vice chair of Governor Gavin Newsom's 9-person reparation committee, which is largely behind the handouts. The renegade campaigner is also a member of the San Francisco African American Reparations Advisory Committee. He's quoted in their proposal, which was published in December. It suggested awarding every Black resident, like we spoke last week, $5 million, wiping their personal debt, guaranteeing a $97,000 income for 250 years, and also being able to purchase homes for $1. But he has now completely reversed his position, although it's unclear why. Speaking on behalf of the San Francisco NAACP, Dr. Brown has now said they reject the $5 million reparations idea. He and the anti-racism group are instead calling for the city to redirect their focus onto education, jobs, housing, healthcare, and a cultural center for Black people. In a statement on behalf of the NAACP, Dr. Brown said, "We strongly believe that creating and funding programs that can improve the lives of those who have been impacted by racism and discrimination is the best path forward towards equality and justice." Dr. Brown previously slammed America as a racist country, and it's unclear why he's now speaking out against the plan, which he helped to create.
Corruption.
There you go. Daily Mail, they actually reached out to him for a comment, but they didn't receive one response. But the NAACP, as they say, wants more public and affordable housing for Black people, as well as saying they should have preferential treatment to keep them in the city. In a statement, they said that the population of African Americans in the city has fallen to below 5%. They also added, "We need a new version of 40 acres and a mule that benefits and assists blacks to live and thrive in San Francisco as a city that has done everything it can to drive us out through discrimination.
They can't do that because it's not even like black people. It's just human nature. If you, the idea is crazy and not crazy, but it seems a bit far fetched. Like it's not gonna happen anyway. Yeah, but if you changed it and you only gave the money to like community leaders or organizations or whatever, it's never gonna trickle down to everybody. Just because of human nature. Yeah. Like once the power goes to one person at the top, they're gonna eat what they're gonna eat and 100%. Then cook the books and do it. That's never gonna work. Yeah. If you didn't give it to the individual himself, you get what I'm saying?
It's just like every other thing.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, they got to him, man. That's what it looks like. But yeah, that's the end of the headlines.
Lovely. Let's get into what you saying topic of the day.
Say like it,
Oh crap. I have another thing for you all to watch.
Okay.
Just 3 episodes, and it will encourage some good conversation afterwards. It's called Crossfire. It's on BBC iPlayer, and it's just 3 episodes. Crossfire, BBC iPlayer. You'll enjoy it, and it's based off of real events.
Okay, I like that then.
This for next week or?
Yeah. I will let you know on the Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day is going to be a lighthearted one. Kind of, actually. We'll see where it goes. And this was actually suggested by some listeners of the show, but also they actually run events, right? Which is what this topic is based on. They're called Circle Social, and they are an exclusive community where interested and curious people come to create real connections. They've got an event there, basically, called Nights in London. And it's basically, I've said basically like 20 times, yeah. But it's based on speed dating. So the first question I'm going to throw out to you guys is, what's your ideas of speed dating? Do you feel like, what do you think of speed dating? Huh?
They give details of their event, because what if we said it was crap? What if we said we don't believe in it and stuff?
That's what happens when you bring it to life.
So funny, man.
But so firstly, what do you consider speed dating? Yeah, define it. And also, is it something that you're kind of open to?
Speed dating is when you go in a room full of people and you've got allocated time to sit down and talk, and then
your best foot forward.
Put your best foot forward and stop the clock, move on to the next. Yeah, that's speed dating, right?
Yeah.
I've never experienced it. I've only seen it in the movies.
Yeah.
But
If I find a man I like and you think I'm moving on to the next, you've got another thing coming. I'm staying put. I shall not be moved.
yeah, speed dating, I think it would be stupid.
I'm not with it.
Because when you got to move, it's like what you're saying. I've got to move. What me and
I don't want to move. I like this one.
And I've got to talk to this idiot now.
So what's your favorite colour?
I'd be like, I just, look, so can we just switch? Switch!
No, honestly, like, who's got the timer? Ding, 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 I gotta go back.
I like it.
Like,
This is going to be an interesting conversation.
because my thing is as well, like, because I feel like you got to, I don't like doing work, right, unnecessary work, right? So I feel like when you speed date, you've got to ask the questions.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to sit down and think about the questions. And also, I don't want to be face to face with someone asking what's your 5-year plan. Move from my front. I don't even know your last name.
That's a stupid question to get to know
hate
someone.
people ask
What?
that.
What's your
I
5-year plan?
hate if people ask.
Shut up, man.
You think I even know what I'm doing for the next 5 weeks, let alone 5 years?
I forgot what I did yesterday. Talk about what's your 5-year plan.
That is a stupid question.
I hate it
And it's
so
not a bad.
much.
It's not a bad life question. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're sitting down having deep conversations with your brethren
but-
and that, or your family, like, it's,
But not
somebody
it's
you
serious.
just met,
It's serious
yeah.
stuff that you need to know. If you got a plan for yourself to put it in order, all right, cool. But what makes you think
You're gonna be
I
here
should
5
lay
years?
out my 5-year steps for you,
Someone
you
that-
idiot?
You.
Like,
I
you
remember
be
around next month.
sitting here all judging my plan. Like, shut up,
Is
man.
this a business interview?
What is it Glorilla said? Man, I don't give a fuck tomorrow. You think I'm gonna tell you? I mean, man.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bit of me though.
Yes,
I mean, I don't even like online dating. That's do you know what I mean? And that
Got
doesn't
that.
even take much effort. Speed dating, get somebody else to
pressure.
do it.
What if
Somebody
basically,
else do it.
let's just say somebody held this same event. They knew you personally,
Yeah.
all of you guys personally.
Yeah.
And they based this event basically bringing women and men to the event that they knew you would like on first appearance. So let's just say there's 20 guys that all are like just Jean's spec.
I don't have a spoke, so it's not true.
But you know what I'm trying to say? So on, like, you know what I'm saying? Would you still feel like it's silly?
I don't know, man. I think I don't care enough. It
Okay,
sounds
enough about what?
no, like I feel like it's effort.
Okay,
Speed dating's effort.
okay.
Maybe it's because in my head, I'm still in like La La Land and I want it to be like, not a fairy tale, but like I just don't. Why do I have to? What's with all these hurdles? Do you get what I mean? That's how I see it. Bro, it's not that. It shouldn't be that complicated. It shouldn't be that hard. Here we go. Hello. The floor's open. I'm listening. Go on. Talk to me.
So, I kind of see it like you're at an event. It's a whole bag of man there. Who,
Like Thursday.
like Thursday, and they've seen you
joking.
coming with your fantastic dress.
The one that you think is shit, but it's fine.
That's not what I said. I said, so far, it looks rubbish.
Esther, can you imagine? She's not even listening. It's fine,
but
go on.
No, I'm listening. You said you were talking about her dress. You said you didn't like her dress. And then she said you said it was rubbish. And you said no, well, so far. So I was listening.
Okay,
'Cause I can
sorry.
multitask.
But I didn't say
Women
you
are
weren't
great at
listening.
doing it.
I didn't say you weren't listening.
Your face said it all.
Continue,
I
sorry.
said, so far, it looks rubbish.
Okay, it's
and
fine.
show it to him. Show me. Let's do this, right? No. The two men in the room. Two men in the room. Show them what you showed me and hear the response. And then show them what you then showed me. And then I said, ooh, that's nice.
All right, cool.
Go on.
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Please. So yes, because people are listening.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And how I see it is that on Thursday, there are going to be a lot of men. I'm not even sure. Well, I hope they're not. The ratio, I hope is sweet. Right? Nothing. Just over the marks. Why are you watching that? Please focus.
Oh, don't worry, man. There'll be Mark's is good. I've made sure he's good.
I don't know what that
Continue.
means, but I'm going to picture.
Oh, why am I?
Have you moved my date yet?
You haven't asked me to
I
move
did
it.
ask you.
He
last
asked you
time.
on Friday.
Yes, I did.
He asked me on Friday to do what?
To move it.
To where?
Friday.
Did you ask me? Did you tell me what time?
This is what time.
It-
You
it
know
does
what
matter what
You know,
time.
at the same time.
Oh,
all
it
the
doesn't matter.
time. You know I record the same time.
No, it's not about same time. No, don't do that. You when you said it.
Cool. Sorry, I just wanted to.
That's fine.
Okay. I see the vision. It's being made. It's not finished.
Exactly, it's not finished.
Is it got the finished article there?
No, I think I'll be it.
But show him what it's kind of inspired by.
So
Yeah, but I'm familiar with Dressmaker, so I'm not. That wouldn't.
this is the inspo.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. And it looks the same. It's the same thing. You just gotta look. You just gotta look ahead.
Didn't I say that? What did you? Does that look nice?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Show Emmanuel.
Brimer.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
So, is that what you're wearing on Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Why?
I'm gonna make sure my outfit matches.
Come on. We need a picture part 2.
Come on. I
So
ain't got no
what
clothes.
your
I ain't got nothing to wear.
No, you got
what's your
time.
opinion on that, Emmanuel? What you saying?
Yeah. It's,
Oh, Emmanuel, give me my phone back, man.
And then show him the end.
Because you're annoying.
Then show him the end.
This is the inspo.
okay.
Yes. This is my response.
Obviously, but I said to him, it's not finished. Like this
Work
is
in progress.
obviously this is my first fitting. Like where I'm.
That's why I said so far not convinced.
Because you know what the crazy thing is, if I showed you the one even before, because there's one before which is even worse. Look at that. That would have spun you.
That is just disco. Disco. It's a ballroom thing.
I said that would have spun you because that's like the frame.
Okay.
That's why I didn't show you that.
So what I was saying is that it's like you turn up on Thursday. All these desirable men basically want a little slot of time to basically pitch themselves to you, right? And you're just, all right, cool. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 3. I might give Mags 10. Do you understand that you're doing that? And that's how I see speed dating.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so everyone basically seems to be kind of against speed dating, right? On the surface,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about apps, online apps and stuff?
What dating? You know how I feel about that.
Okay, cool. Are you, Esther and Marks?
On my lip. I think it works for people that it works for. I just think it's not personally my thing. That's not how I prefer to meet people. as in actual online dating apps, because I am aware that I do meet people like Instagram DMs and stuff like that. But actual online dating apps, it's not my it's not me.
Let me throw out a stat to you, yeah. 50% of single Britons, yeah, have never asked anyone on a date in person. 50%. Yeah?
50% have never asked someone.
Have never asked somebody on a date in person. 50.
Men or women? Definitely women carrying that statistic.
No, this is just single.
They don't want to shoot their shot.
This is both. Right?
Okay.
Also, 25 to 29-year-olds are most likely to meet a partner on a dating app. This is the new stats on this.
Okay.
So, where you guys are talking about, you're talking about, you don't like to do online dating, this, that, and stuff, yeah?
It's like, where you'd be dating then?
Where you going to be dating people?
This is why I don't.
Yeah, but you're still saying
Yeah, but not
you don't
online
want to do
though.
it.
I do be dating, just not via that route.
But you don't.
Okay.
You must. Maybe not through apps, but it must be through online. Ain't that how most people make their connections
That's what I
nowadays?
said. So I said that earlier. I said I am aware that I do meet people online, but in terms of like online dating, like I'm talking about actual online dating apps, I don't like that. But if it's like you hop into my Insta DM or whatever, yeah. But those apps are not
But
meant
then-
for online dating. There are social media that we use
So then
for
why
that.
wouldn't you like the dating apps then? So because then
It's
obviously
just not me. It's
because then
just too
you're more
intense.
dating more intentionally. These guys jumping in your DMs on Instagram or whatever could be hopping from DM to DM or seeing someone, you see someone you like, you might want to shoot your shot. It's two things. If on a dating app, everybody on there is dating.
Yeah, but
I
I,
know.
I like to be able to see, I feel like I get a bigger scope on social media than I will on online dating. You can present yourself to be whatever it is that you want to do, but I can do my due diligence and find stuff about you on your social media account.
I agree with Esther. I feel like with social media, you kind of get more of a person's character based on like the things that they repost. Do you know what I mean? Like you
get a feel for it.
You get a better feel for the person.
But
But
then
also,
you get the feel for the person. You don't know if they might not be available. They might not be.
no, of course.
that's
Let me be
alright.
honest with you.
Like emotionally, they might not even like they could be single, but they might just not be on
No, I
what
hear
you're
it.
on. So what's it
I'm
matter
just-
that
I'm
you
just
get a
No, we
better-
go again.
Okay, I'm immature. I see online dating as a form of desperation for me.
Yeah.
That's no. And
I see that as well.
I said I'm immature. That's me being immature. If it's like
That's my condition.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it's
like
just your-
that's
choice,
my
yeah.
that's my. I see it as I'm quite a social person. I have a social life. I go out a lot. Do you get what I mean? So for me, I'm like, you don't have to resort to being on an app to meet somebody because you actually go out. That's why I said I'm immature. If it means I'm immature, and guys, if you're on dating apps, like each to their own. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying for me.
Do you know what's mad, yeah?
Sounded
'Cause
pretty
I don't
judgy.
even, for me, my household.
Yeah, as for me in my household.
I don't even go out that much, yeah. But I have the same mindset. But I don't think it's immature. I think it's just how it was originally. When it became a thing, that's how it was presented. Like you've tried everything you can. This is your last resort kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
And so for me, I'm not dying, like not that you're dying for it, but well, you are dying for it. But I'm not, I don't need it that much for me to go that way. And I think with social media and whatever, I can just get a better feel. If I do see what you like and whatever, and you got a girl, okay, we go again. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to be on an app because the thing is, we're talking as if online date, everyone is online, that's on online dating apps or whatever. They're honest.
Yeah, cool.
Do you get what I mean? Some people are not. So I feel like the same bullshit I might find out from my Instagram DMs, I'm probably gonna find out worse. I'll be honest, I've heard more horror stories on people in certain apps. I don't want to say because they ain't paying people, but then I have someone I picked up from someone they picked up from an Instagram DM. Do you get what I mean? So I just think it's about preference, and my preference is not to be on there.
Could it be because maybe I'm assuming here, right? Could it be that it's because you're not really looking? So let's just say you got to the point where it's like, you know what, I want to find a man.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't believe that I need to look as well, though. That's also the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I don't feel like I have to look for a man.
God helps those who help themselves, man.
Yeah, fair.
Did you know interesting fact here? That's
But
not a Bible verse.
I don't feel.
I always thought that was in the Bible. It's not.
I never said it was a verse.
No. But no. I grew up thinking it was in the Bible.
But-
So every time I hear it again, I'm shocked that it really isn't, and I quoted it.
He
like it was.
who finds a wife finds a good thing, please.
Period.
I'm not going. I don't want to
He
make.
who finds me.
I don't want to make it my purpose here
Yeah,
to
I
look
guess.
for a man. Does that make sense? I don't want to do that. I feel like if I'm meant to meet someone, it's gonna happen. I don't want anything to feel forced. For me
If you
personally,
don't put yourself out there, Why is it just gonna happen?
Bro, I'm
mad,
social.
yeah?
I put
Do you know
myself
what's mad?
out there. I'm
Do
outside.
you know what gets me, yeah? Is that people love to say, if you don't put yourself out there, blah, blah. I know girls that are working the streets, and I don't mean that in any kind of derogatory way, but they are working the streets of love.
Yeah.
If they put themselves out there anymore, they'll be mayor of the town.
Yeah, but you can't
And it's not getting it.
you can't judge that. You can't judge that. Listen, what I'm saying,
at the same time,
there's people that work. Say that putting your CV out there, yeah. There's people that are like. There's people that get headhunted. There's people that get headhunted, and there's people that are out here putting a CV everywhere, and still can't find a decent job.
Yeah.
Everybody's thing's different. But I tell you one thing: the person, whether they studied their whole life, could have studied 10 years to get their qualifications. If they're just sitting in their yard and not making anybody aware of their skill set or what they're doing, they definitely ain't getting no job.
Do you know, but I'm not at home.
Wait,
But
do you
I'm
know
not
what's
at
mad?
home. This is my point, though. Like I said, if I wasn't a social person, I'd understand, right? But I feel like I put myself out there socially. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what's so
Yeah.
ironic? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Do you know what's so ironic about what you just said? This is the thing, because I believe that each person does according to like. I believe that there's a reason why each person's the way they are. The reason why I'm not for I don't believe in online dating. I don't believe in putting myself out there and marketing myself, all that kind of stuff. And I believe there's a reason for that. And I still believe that I'm going to find my partner without me having to do all that stuff that makes me uncomfortable. That is not natural to me.
Yeah.
I will find a person. So I think the analogy about like you definitely wouldn't. No, you will, because it's interesting enough. Just this weekend, my friend who I went to Nigeria for, my best friend I went to Nigeria for a wedding, her 1 year anniversary is coming up. And she was making a joke. She had a post up about, she's like, I actually don't know how I found a husband because I never leave my house. And then she was like, her sister was like, it's because her husband is like her brother's friend or something like that. And so she was like, yeah, tell your brother to start bringing his friends around. Because I was like, yeah, I don't leave the house either. Like, so it is possible. These things are possible. Again, she's not someone she's not a social butterfly.
Yeah.
So there was no way she was ever going to position herself and do this and do that. I just think what is meant to find you, of course, there's certain things where you do need to put in work and blah, blah. But when it comes to certain things that it's just not in my story to do that.
The thing is, yeah, and I'm not trying to.
Yo, watch me get married
I'm-
in my house.
The thing is, yeah, I'm not trying to.
Like knock you or anything.
Yeah, at all, right? But I think the reality is, in that situation with your friend, right, for example, that's not going to be the story for most people. That's going to be like 1%. Most people
Here you
are
go with
only going to
numbers
meet.
again.
Most people are only going to meet people by going out and interact, like you're saying, being social. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for those people who don't have the time to be social, you meet people at work, perhaps, church, this and the third, right? For people who
Church
are
wasn't the
so,
worst.
That's what I'd scream.
You ain't trying to meet nobody in church.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You're laying next to the devil.
So imagine all these all these different places, right? And people are still not finding certain things. There's a reason why dating apps are so popular.
And that's why I'm saying I know it might, like I said, it might have come across quite judgy, but I'm generally not like if people meet people on apps and stuff.
Oh, the best.
I've got no qualms with that. Like, good for you. Do you understand what I mean? But like I said, with me, because I feel like I'm not at that point yet, and I'm still quite social. I'm gonna go the conventional route, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like I'm not.
And I think that's what it is, because it really is about what your story is going to be. Because I know 2 people that actually got married off of dating apps, right? But in the same way, I know 100 people that didn't work out for.
100%.
Because they're just
Do you know what I mean?
hooking up.
Again, your story, whatever your story is going to be, is what it's going to be. There's people who go out all year, like every weekend of the year. The one weekend they're at home is when they find somebody. You just don't know what your story is. But I believe, right, that my Lord and Savior puts in my heart as it's meant to be. And he has not put in my heart to join any dating apps, because that's not where my husband is.
It could be though.
It isn't.
I'm just saying, your husband
And
could
I'm
be.
just
Your
telling
husband
you.
could be on the app.
He couldn't be. Do you know why he couldn't be? Because it's not something that I would do. It's not something that it's not for me. So I don't see how something that I know will happen for me
Because-
will be in a place I'm never going to look.
Because it's just meeting people and building connections, yeah. And all the negative connotation of that come from the way that people are using these sites and these apps in it. And it's the same thing with like Instagram, Hinge, Twitter. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. It's the fact that everybody's hooking up in it, and that's what no one want. If people were dating and just I was talking about it on Halfcast the other day with the pod. The dating scene's fucked up because everybody's just fucking and hooking up. If you use the word dating and just getting to know each other and talking and removing the sex from it, then it wouldn't matter. And all these, you wouldn't mind having no problem with being on the dating sites because you're just literally just meeting people and just talking and waiting till you meet the right person and doing all these things. The problem is people are just linking up and just fucking and that and just hooking up and realizing it's not the one and whatnot. And then you fall on there and it's like, nah, I don't want to. That's not for me. You see over there, it's desperation, boom, boom, boom. if people was using these things for how they're supposed to be used in the right way, I don't think there would be no problem with it. And then you could probably find your husband because you'd be meeting people, getting to know them. You get what I'm trying to say? Building meaningful connections. The problem is just dating, just fucking, and then okay, this one matched me. I do the same thing again. Link him, chop him out. No, he's not him. It's not the right one. I'll do link her. And then it's like, what are we doing here?
Do you know what I know as well? It's not for me, yeah, because I don't even have it in me to get to know people like that. I don't care. I don't care.
But that's what I was saying.
So you don't want a husband then?
I do.
At the moment,
do you want to be at the wedding or not? This is my thing, yeah. Because again, it's not my personality.
That's what I'm saying.
All this small talk, all this what's your favorite? I don't flipping care. I don't care. Do you get me? So it cannot be that cannot be where my answer, because that sounds like torture to me. And God's blessings don't come in the form of torture. For me to have to be on the apps here and be talking and doing small talk after small talk after small talk, that I couldn't think of, and that is my Squid Game. That is my Squid Game. Do you get what I mean? So for me, I don't think it's the answer for everybody.
Okay, you know the thing is, I feel as though I could be wrong, but I feel as though most people who go into social apps, yeah, want to either try something different or because interactions has failed, right? Yeah. So you're there for a reason, right? Cool. Yeah. Now I want to throw something out there. Yeah, I think one of the I would assume anyway. One of the downfalls of the social media, dating, Tinder, them things there, right? Is obviously you're gonna get pictures of people in their best light, filters, this, that, and the third, both men and women, catfishes, all of them type of things there. Circle back to speed dating now, right? You just been invited.
See them in their truest form.
Facts on the purest form.
But they're still presenting the best foot.
Yes.
That's still a form of deception.
It's just like, no.
That's still catfishing.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, do you know what? No, do you know why?
No, it is. Because let me tell you why. Let me give you an example. If you're a dirty person, like your hygiene is nasty, blah, blah, whatever, yeah. You come to the speed dating now, you're looking suited and booted, looking all good, smelling fresh, smelling clean, right? And then I'm like, oh, this guy, I like him, whatever. I get to start knowing you, then I find out what your true self is.
Yeah, but
I still think it's still presenting it's still presenting a.
But isn't that dating in general though? Regardless of whether you meet someone in speed dating or not, if someone moves to you on road, if they slide in your DMs, regardless, when you first get to meet someone, they're always gonna put their best foot forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're only gonna find. So then everyone's a catfish because you're only gonna find that part. You're only gonna find what you're talking about.
But that's the point.
And that's
the point I'm making, because you're saying as though like it's realer than social, like you know,
it's all the same.
Online. It's all the same. It's all the same.
But what I do agree with though is in terms of how people look, in terms of physical appearance, because people look different. How you look in pictures isn't always how you look in person.
Exactly.
So
does that matter though?
Yeah, I think so.
Ain't the currency today, yeah? Instagram and that. It's say if I tell you if I'm dating someone, yeah, and I'm seeing someone, yeah, you don't know them. This is in my personal life, yeah. All you are gonna know, yeah, is what I show you on Instagram, yeah. That's the only receipts you got. That's the only reference you can take. You know what I'm trying to say? That that's her CV. That's how she's gonna put herself out there. That's what everybody. This is the world that we're in, innit? At the end of the day, that's all that really.
No, but
not that. I can't explain it. But ain't that what matters? Like,
no, because it's for me. I need to be attracted. Like
sometimes it's a jump scare.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Yeah,
it's really different.
No, I hate what you're saying, but I'm not even talking about that. For me to be attracted to you, it's like. You can't look completely different from your pictures.
You actually can't.
It's attraction. The same way guys get upset that some girls will look a certain type of way with and without makeup. Like if you're attracted to the person with makeup and you're not attracted to them without, it's a catfish.
Well, I'm saying it's not even on catfishing, yeah, because everybody's putting their best foot forward, isn't it? Yeah. Facts. So some things are clean, yeah. So I think in Instagram, yeah, you'll find that it's like one or two things, yeah. There's either a girl that if I show you her Instagram, yeah. It's not going to do no justice. I'm saying that you need to see her in real life.
Person,
you know what I'm trying to say? That and like, no matter what picture I go to, it's not conveying what I saw in real life. You need to see it. And then there's girls that look sensational on Instagram, and you see them in real life, and you got to take 1 or 2 points off them. It's not. It's not that. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'm saying, so if there's someone that I think's attractive, nice enough that I like in real life, like, I like them. They're cool enough for me. But then when I go on their Instagram. They're even 2 points better than what I saw in real life. So in real life, they're good enough for me. But on Instagram, they are leng.
Yeah.
When I come here and show you lot, my thing's leng.
Yeah.
There's no, what else is it?
No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. And that's obviously the key thing.
But real life, she's not though, really. No, I'm saying, so where's the stock then?
No, because the key thing you said there is she's nice enough for you in person. That's all that matters. Everything else, no one cares. That's
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? My thing is, if she's not nice enough for you, if you're only attracted to her on the gram and in person, you're like, you have to squint with one eye or look from a certain angle, it's long.
Yeah,
The
I
fact
hear
that you find her attractive in person is all that matters.
So
That's it.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Gina, obviously, like you said, you're a social person. Yeah, you go to events, this time and third. Yeah. When you're chatting to, this may be hard for you to thingy, but when you're chatting to guys, yeah, about anything, yeah, how long roughly would you spend talking to an individual at these events?
I think it depends on the environment.
Yeah, but give me a rough.
I don't know.
Pick an environment and then give me a rough.
The crazy thing is, I'm social, but I don't meet. This is annoying. I'm social, but I don't meet people at these events. Most events, to be fair, yeah, most places I go to, I know most people there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like
so you're not really.
I know I'm not helping my case here, but it's because I don't care enough. Please, anyway. I know.
That's really the root of it, you know.
It's because I don't. Honestly,
that's
I
really where it
can't
comes down to.
make it my focal point because if I do, I'll lose my hair. It's long. I can't.
I'd rather not.
But the thing, sorry.
But anyway, if I go to social events and I'm talking to people, it depends. It could be like 5 minutes. It could be 10. If you really catch a vibe with someone, could be 20. Do you know what I mean? Like you could just meet, be in a corner and like just have really, really good convo. Do you know what I mean?
So let's just say you had speed dating thingy event.
There's no number at the top.
And it could range from between 5 to 20 minutes per person. So let's just say, I'm giving someone a business idea here, right? By the way. But anyway, it ranges from like 5 to 20 minutes, right? So you could be in a situation where, you're talking to that particular person. They ring the bell at 5 minutes and you have a choice to move on.
Or to stay.
Or to stay. Up to a maximum of 20 minutes,
Yeah.
How would you feel about that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay,
Because
cool.
obviously you have the choice, innit? So if it's a person you're actually catching a vibe with and you want to extend the time, then
Okay, cool.
Fair enough.
I'm saying this, because based on what you guys are saying, obviously, you lot wasn't really open to the whole speed dating thing, right? Also, not really the online dating thing too, right?
yeah, but that's just me. Though.
Yeah, of course, right? but the thing is, it's not
Share the
necessarily just you.
I'm saying women are funny because for real, we're breaking it down like. You're not on the online dating.
You're not on
thing.
anything, but
you're
you
not
want
on
to
the
date.
thing.
It's a
that-
joke.
You're not on nothing.
literally
The
a
man
joke.
looking
Dad,
man.
No, it's a joke.
Do you know what I'm on? Faith and God's provision. That's what I'm on.
And hope and a prayer.
Amen. Amen.
No, we're actually not on any. Listen, it's a joke. That's
But
why
you know,
I said.
I know
that's
I'm
why
a
I said,
joke.
please, I'm not helping my case.
But
I know I'm a joke. I accept it. I earn my shit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so do I. That's
But you know
why.
what it is? It's not that funny.
Yeah.
You get me? It's just,
That's the other day. Do you remember the other day in the DMs? We had a moment. No.
but we know it. We know our truth.
We're very aware. Like I said,
we're aware.
I'm not helping my case. I'm a joke, man. We hear it.
Like, guys,
I
reach me
know
and I
it.
get
It's
angry.
fine.
So basically, are we kind of saying,
Definitely help
like
myself.
when it comes to the whole dating thing, are black people? I know I'm really generalizing here, but are black people just not serious then? And I'll tell you why. Yeah. Obviously, I've done like a poll on Insta so far. Yeah. 10% have tried speed dating. 10%. They say it's amazing. 5%.
Yeah, they would say so, wouldn't they?
5% have tried it. They say it's a waste of time, right?
Okay.
52% have not tried it, but they're open to it. And 33% have not tried it, and they said they won't do that nonsense.
Yeah, I'm 30%.
Right? Cool.
That's me.
Yeah. But we all know that loads of black people are on dating sites, right? Cool. Based on the stats though, online dating participants only find a compatible match with 1 in 100. 1 in 100 people,
Hun-
They're damn bad.
right?
That's all bad.
I'm gonna that's you're generalizing because that's not my ratio would be different. I'm just saying.
Good morning. Is there someone on the line?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the phone rang.
Did
morning.
not
Good
ring.
morning.
When did it ring?
Hear that?
I actually heard it and then stopped quickly.
What's it? Okay.
Good morning.
There's someone in here.
We can't hear you.
Second passing one. Thanks, babes.
Okay, before they jump on, let me just quickly say this, So like I said, 1 in 100 people find a match on online dating.
How mad that
and we're
statistic is.
open to that, right? Cool. But when it comes to
He
speed
didn't want to
dating,
give me 1 in 4. He said 1 in
Trust
100.
me, I said 100. You ain't selling this to me.
no, that's online dating.
God, what's the speed number?
Speed dating, right? The average 2 in 10 or 3. So basically 2 to 3 in 10.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? 20 to 30 people in 100.
Out of 10.
Yeah, so 2 in 3
That's
find
crazy.
I haven't
matches.
even dated 10 guys in my life. I ain't got time for that.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Look at the vast difference between online dating, how unproductive that is
Yeah.
compared to speed dating. Yeah, we're all kind of being like this is crazy, right? This same event that I was talking about before, yeah, they did 100 people turned up, 100 people turned up, 20 people went on dates.
Oh, that's so lovely.
No, good for them.
But do you get what I'm trying to say though? but why are we kind of looking at it like it's kind of crazy though?
But do you know what do you know what is mad? Yeah, I don't think it's crazy. You know, I don't judge people who, even though I know it sounds like it, but I don't judge people who like speed date, who online date, anything, because I know that it works for them. But again, everything I say, my opinions on these things on this topic is very, very personalized to me. Yeah, and how I know that I function and how what it is that I want, what it is that I desire, what it is that actually gets me interested in a person. Do you get what I mean? The most substantial things I've held are not things that happen in the conventional way. Do you get what I mean? So I just know that for me, it doesn't. That's not how my life story is wired.
Hello, good morning.
Because mine is very, very.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can't hear nothing.
Third time's a charm, man.
Yeah, we're not hearing you.
Send a voice note.
Was that Rebecca?
Yeah.
Okay, so before Rebecca jumps on again, yeah. So based on these stats, let's just say you guys were looking, right, and kind of open to it.
I said, let's just say you were looking. So are you looking? Or we're not looking, basically.
I am looking because I definitely want to get married and stuff and keep engagement rings and stuff like that. But I just don't search. I don't go searching for it because I just know that I'm still working on myself to have the right tools to be able to be great in that relationship. I'm not oblivious to what makes a relationship work. Do you get what I mean? So I don't feel like I'm fully qualified right now to even be in a relationship like that. Okay. So for me, I can't go looking right now. If it comes to me, I believe it will come to me at a time where I'm ready to take it on and I'm ready to, there will be someone who encourages that work within me as well. Okay. But whilst I'm a lone ranger, it doesn't make sense for me personally to go in search for this. I can't search. So I'm better off continuing working on myself and waiting, and it will come to me at the right time, than me still working on myself, but also searching. My CV is not, I personally, for what it is that I want, my CV isn't strong enough yet for me to be searching for this.
Okay. Oh, I love that.
I like that, yeah.
I
honest. I love that.
I just think people like me for vibes.
Good save. Good save.
Good. Always, you know me.
She's a proper Achilles.
Yeah, man. What you gonna say, Dion?
I said people just fancy me for vibes, man. Do you know the last couple of guys that have moved to me have been married? What do you want from me?
Listen.
So why?
They're trying to get you beat up. I feel like men like that.
Good morning.
Fine, I can't tell you my story.
We will afterwards.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now. Morning.
Morning. Hi everyone. Hi the day after. It's Rebecca or Becky, whichever.
Hi, Rebecca.
How are you? You right?
Morning.
I'm good, thank you. Sorry if my voice, I'm sick, so my voice might sound a bit
so
weird.
fine.
Oh, thank you. I was just calling in about the whole dating app thing because I get where Gina and Esther are coming from, because to be honest, I was really, really not into wanting to be on dating apps, and I was just going home, going to work, going to the gym, going to church. And that was it. And I was expecting this person to fall into my lap. But I was single for over a year. And my friend's all right, you need to actually do something to find someone. And I still wasn't interested, but I went on a dating app. Basically, eventually I found my partner who I've been with for 4 years now.
Congratulations, girl.
You got to get step outside, Esther.
Well done.
Don't you dare look at me.
It can't. No, it can happen, but I will say it's still the girl. It's still trash.
Wait, is this is this Becky?
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Gina. Hey, girl.
What? Sorry.
It's disgusting.
What just happened?
Wait, why?
What just happened there?
I don't know.
One, I recognise her voice. Two, she was a massive Meet Us listener. She used to be my client. So I
I pick up Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Becky with the good vibes.
Hey, Gina. Gina will know me from when I was, when I was Gina's client. I think I just broke up with my ex.
Yeah, girl. I'm happy for you. I love that.
Look at you today. We love that. Love to see it.
Thank you. But I will say, the guys on the apps do like to lie, because the amount of times I would to be fair, I think I went on like maybe 2 or 3 dates with people who weren't my current partner, but they would say they were like 6 foot. And bear in mind, I'm 5'8", so I know what 6 foot looks like. And they would be like eye to eye with me, telling me, "Oh, you're taller than I thought." Like, how can you, that? They were like, "Are you sure you're 5'8"? Like my doctor measured me. I'm definitely 5'8". So one of us is lying, and it's not me. So the guys they like to lie. I remember one guy took me to Brixton Market to eat pizza, and it smelled like fish.
Honey.
Sounds like a nice day.
It was so horrible, but I think you can find the right person. No, it was nasty. But I think you can I think dating apps are good for like vetting people out very, very quickly, because it's just like there's no love lost. If they don't meet your criteria, then like just dead it very quickly and just don't waste your time. I think you just need to go into it like with knowing exactly what you want, and that way you can kind of filter through people very quickly. I think like I don't know about the rest where the like dating apps there are, but like for me, Hinge kind of works because you could filter to like Black people, and you know that's good. Like you can filter like Black people, you can filter like to religion, age, height, and I think that's good. But again, guys will still lie about their height anyways. So
so based on that, Rebecca, yeah, would you say speed dating has potential to be more effective then?
No.
No?
Don't do, no. I feel like speed dating is even more ghetto than like dating apps.
Why though?
It's because I've had a couple of friends do it, and like both of them have said like the guys that are there are very weird. So why would I want to encounter like an odd individual face to face?
I was gonna ask that question. You know?
Even if it.
What type of people turn up to you?
Well, think about it. If you're a brother, yeah, and like speed dating is your thing, so you search out these speed dating events. And
Yeah, man, you're not my bag.
Of speed dating.
You're
Gonna be a bit of a weirdo, like.
Oh my goodness!
You're not.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Tableton.
Well, this is your story. Like you just on Google looking for speed dating places, and you just there. You're speaking about 65 people a day. You're a madman.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
and like,
the one I want won't be there.
If you're a guy and you think that your best luck at finding someone is meeting someone where you only have 2 minutes to speak, that's very telling. Like, no, I think.
So
yeah, there needs to be pushback on this.
I was going to ask you something. Yeah. So 2 minutes of you talking to somebody in person, right, is less effective than a left or right swipe on a dating app?
Yeah, because the left to right swipe, I've already filtered based on aesthetics. With the 2 minutes, I have no choice but to placate this conversation that I don't really want to have. And this is gonna sound bad. Never mind.
Becky, speak your truth.
No, because I'm ready. No, let me just say, sometimes I can be bad vibes, so I'm about to be bad vibes. But like, no, I can't say that.
Get your shit off, man.
Say it.
Okay, so like if it's an app, you filtered like on like aesthetics. You don't really want. This is not someone really that you want to engage in conversation with, right? Because you think aesthetically you're not very pleasing to the eye, or to my eye. So for me, what would be worse is that you're opposite someone who isn't my type. I'm not interested in you at all. Maybe one eye's looking to the left, one eye's looking to the right, and I have to. Like, I don't want. I don't want to.
I get what you mean.
Attractive people.
I hear it.
Like,
but,
I couldn't.
Why would I want to do this?
I don't like mixing with needy people, so why would I?
And that's mad. You have to wait for that bell to go off.
Yeah.
For you to move on.
Yeah,
that's true.
And you know what?
And
Also, I'm even thinking like, imagine the guy likes you, the person likes you, and you don't like them. You know that awkward moment of like.
He's
you know what I mean?
Now you got to let him down into his
thinking,
face. Oh, baby.
Yeah, but everyone's grown and knows what the concept is.
No, they don't.
No, they should do though. You come there, you know, like I'm going to be sitting down talking to 50 women, for example. I'm not dating 50.
But that's the thing that you never know which character you come across. It could be someone who's obsessive. Now, you're one of the headlines.
But you would never have known that from the right and left swipe though. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still going to swipe. Basically, what I'm trying to say is everything you do on a dating app, right? You're going to have to do in speed dating, but you have more to work with. There's more data. There's more things you can assess. No one's going to tell you in front of you, I'm 6 foot and the guy is 5'2". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, some speed dating events you could pass as soon as it is that they sit and you don't like them.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Next.
rude.
So it's like a
It's part of it.
That's so rude.
No,
My
that's
confidence
not
ain't
nice.
built for that
That's
shit,
it.
boy.
Oh no, I'm not getting swiped. If I have to swipe, and then he's like, "What do you mean?"
Swiper,
Oh
no
my-
swiping.
You're
Oh
not
my
swiping
gosh.
me because this ain't no app. I'll be like, no, I'm staying. And we're talking for 2 minutes because you might find something about me that you didn't know on the surface
And
about
then she's
swipe.
like, "I don't
No.
like you." Fuck out of here.
This reminds me of. Do you guys
I
remember
couldn't.
that show on MTV where there was like a bus and then like people get off the bus and there'll be someone that they're dating, but if they get off the bus and they don't even like the look of that person, then they like go back on the bus. But the
No.
longer you stay, you get like
That is
more.
joke.
Now,
more
do you know that
money.
reminds me of? Do you know who did that? Portia from Real Housewives. She went on this blind date. Yeah, she walked into the restaurant. The camera catches it. She walks to the restaurant. She said, "Nope," and she walked back out.
Really? Did he see her though?
No, he didn't.
So that's
She
fine.
was like, "Nope," and that's the thing with speed dating. They actually see you say nope. Yeah, man.
Oh, that's
this
sad.
is not my story. I am interested to know the caliber of men that will attend such.
You know what? You should go onto their page. You know, I'm gonna
'Cause you
I'm gonna
never
ask
know.
Ben to put it in the thingy.
What has he got? What do people sign up on this? Like you see who's on there before you go on it?
Like they got footage of their previous event.
Okay.
These look like all like proper
We're in a good chat,
decent
please.
black people, you know.
And 90s babies always do speed dating events. And they're always wavy. Wavy
There you
Ben.
go.
Do you know what? Do you know
No,
what?
no,
Do you
I'm
know
not-
what I've heard
don't
about
take it
these
on.
things as well? It's the girls are always
These
looking
men are
wavy.
married. Did they meet their gal in on speed dating? You can't do that to me. I'm not foolishness.
You need to live your rights.
Foolishness, man. What?
I'm not taking recommendations
These
from
men
you.
are married, happily married man. If none of them met their gal in speed dating, then I'm not going to that stupid event. What are you doing there? What the hell are we doing there?
Maybe they almost did.
No, but then, you know what? The reason why I get it though. So, for example, like if you like know a lot of girls, so I feel like I could do a speed dating event because I know a lot of good-looking girls. I know a lot of
This is
good-looking
it.
guys, and I can put them in like
Yeah.
put them in some sort of like social
Why, if
setting.
it's,
but
good
you
enough,
know
if
what?
it's good enough for your friends, why isn't it good enough for you?
No, wait,
Because the
but
problem
Gina,
with me is
It's above me.
it's because like
she can just facilitate.
my friends are my friends, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like I can appreciate if my friends are good looking, but I ain't dating you.
But you know what
No,
is
but I'm saying,
Gina,
what
though?
about if you've got an other friend who feels the same way that you, that can facilitate, and then you're in their friendship pool, and they're like, Gina, come to the,
Yeah, she gets
I'd go though.
and then yeah.
and you take
I
part.
would go because
Yeah.
it's my friend. It wouldn't be as weird. I wouldn't see it as speed dating.
And then
as
Lord
such.
So then
Will
if
would
you
take
just
part.
done it just to be a friend, just for the support system,
Yeah.
that's something. But in the actual
I
day,
find
in the
someone.
2 minutes, you
Yeah.
actually meet some.
That's fine.
So then you
It's-
didn't do
no,
it then.
no,
That's
but
it. You're open-minded.
No, it's how God wanted. Do you know what it is about the way you said it? Yeah? I genuinely believe that. I feel like if I was ever like, do you know what, I'm bored, let me join a dating app here and actually find love of my life, it's because I was meant to at that time because God
You
willed.
were- 'cause you were-
God did.
you were
Do you know what I mean?
open, yeah.
But you know how you said like even if you held one, yeah, you have your friends there. I've heard from multiple accounts, even from men, yeah, that the women that turn up are going to be wavy, absolutely. But the men don't match the waviness. Or sometimes it's like hella women and like 3 guys.
You know what the problem is? It's because
Becky, thank you very
Oh,
much for
sorry,
calling in.
Thank you,
sorry.
The show
No
was called
worries.
Singled Out.
Okay.
Do you remember Singled Out on MTV?
Sounds familiar, but no, I
It
don't
sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Singled
it.
Out was dope. Like everybody had something in the audience, and you say like, "Oh, like you don't want people with, like you don't want, I don't know, blonde," and then all the blondes will go sit down.
Can I take me out?
Oh.
Like, but you just think different traits, and they got things, and then you whittled it down.
Okay. So we're saying that weird men come to these events, but not weird women?
Yeah, because if you guys are out here trying to do PR telling me and Gina to go, we're not weird. So imagine how many other women are being pressured and they actually follow that pressure.
So the women that are there not weird?
Yeah, probably not like
There-
weird.
there
Like,
be
probably like
some.
nympho gal probably go.
Oh.
What's that?
What a nymphomaniac?
Nymphomaniac.
What does that mean?
Isn't it someone that's addicted to sex? Yeah.
Yeah, but men, I've never seen men complain about that.
Hmm?
I've never heard men complain about that.
You'd be surprised.
So wait.
No, I'm not saying that all women will not be weird.
All right,
There will
so-
be some.
Let's get back to this whole every single man that goes there is a weirdo. What does that mean?
Who said that?
Because I've seen more weirdos on Instagram and Twitter than these speed dating.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been to a few speed dating events.
Go on, Brent.
I've been to a few.
And how
No,
successful
you
was it for
saying
you?
this 40 minutes into the conversation.
I was going for a friend.
Okay, how did it go?
Support.
Yeah, for me, it was lovely.
Did Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course.
Did you
Did
meet
you meet
Conversation
anyone?
and that.
What kind of women were there?
What kind of, yeah.
Oh, yes. What kind of women were there and what kind of men were there?
All right. So
Let's
the type
do
of
it.
women that I saw there were very eager.
Energy, eager man.
Eager beaver.
Eager.
Let's say
Very
eager.
Eager.
So I don't know if you guys say that's weird or not. I don't know. But I saw some fine gentlemen there, hopeful gentlemen that don't like the hustle and bustle of Instagram and Twitter and whatnot, and they just wanted to meet like a sweet one.
Okay, there's no leng thing going speed dating, though, is there?
What,
Like
man?
leng, no, gal.
Yes,
There is.
I think
Yes,
there
I
is, you
think there
know.
could be, man.
But, trouble in there.
I didn't say that, but yeah.
Okay, then.
I think just did it. I think there could be. I really think there could be because again, I don't know. I think women want relationships more than men do, right? Men's relationships is as a thing of convenience. Like the number of men who genuinely want a relationship is very few and far, right? So I actually feel like there will be women who are leng there, but I just think that obviously there will be. I don't know, man. I just don't want to. I just don't want to be facing a guy who's telling me this is your 1,000th time. This is the. How many speed dating events have you been to? I'm like, oh, my first one. He's like, oh, really? I went
How
to
is this
5 the other
different
day.
to a club though, or a motive, or a house party?
Because clubs you're going to the club, and if you meet people out, you meet people out. You're not intentionally
bonus.
Well,
dating.
you're always looking to move the chick to. All right,
Not
cool,
always. Not
let's-
everybody in the clubs
There's
is
reason.
Not everybody in the club's
And
single.
even afterwards, there's reason.
No, not everybody in the club's single. Not everybody in the club's available, emotionally
I like that
available,
you're calling it
actively
reasoning.
dating and that. You get what I'm trying to say? That not everybody. That's not what people. That's not what you go to the club for. You go to the club to listen to music. It's just a bonus.
bonus.
That's a byproduct of going to the club. That there's single people there. You can meet people.
I
and
don't
get to
know if
each
it is.
other.
That's the general consensus.
Do you know what my
People go
story's
to
even
clubs to
funny?
listen to
I don't even
music.
like
I think
meeting
it's a
guys in
social
clubs.
event. It's a social event.
It is a social event.
It's
Listen to music
connect
and drink. Yeah, but not to date. What people
up.
in
No, to
meet
connect,
people
bro.
there.
Just to let's see if it is that we match. Let's see if we
No,
match.
it's not.
Let's see if
that-
we
you're
vibe.
not- you're not
Let's
go-
see if our energy
You're not
is
going to
on
the club.
point.
The aim of the club is not to go to see if you match with people.
I
The
didn't-
aim of the
I
club.
didn't say
Yeah, but,
the aim.
but some people is to meet people though.
Yes, it's just a connector, man.
That's, some people go for a good time. I go for a good time. I don't like meeting guys in the clubs. See, I'm really down bad, but I don't like meeting guys in the clubs, right? But some people actually go so they can meet somebody because it is a social event.
And is that mix in between? I don't want to find someone from church, but I ain't seen people on road because they ain't heckling me down and I ain't going to their car.
Yes.
But no,
So on the
bare
club,
people-
well, if it is you approach me,
You know how much
that's
man?
reason.
You know how much
Are
man?
you
Tell you
buying
they're
me a
not
drink?
finding their
That's
wifey in the
reason.
club. Enough man ain't finding their wifey in the dance. This ain't Usher. I'm gonna make love in the
Where
club.
they find
You
their
don't wanna
wifey?
fall in
Tell
this
me,
club.
where
Enough
they
man
find their
looking,
wifey?
but enough man's
Where they find their
mindset.
wifey?
I'm
Go
just
on,
saying, enough
run it.
man's.
Instagram,
I'm not saying it don't happen, but I'm saying ideally, like when you think about it in your head, that's not the logic of that man. Man ain't going
I
to the
didn't
dance
say
look for
that
their
was the
wife.
main
Is it?
reason.
I
It's just a
see-
connector, man.
I see club moving to as Tinder. You see how Tinder has that thing about people just there for sex? I don't believe. Obviously, it does happen for some people. It happens for some people. But if you're going to the club to find somebody, you're gonna chop breakfast.
Stop saying find. It's like window shopping, right?
Yeah, but you know the
people
people-
put their best feet forward, they put their best makeup on, their best dress on, and they're like,
Freaking
you want to
dress.
know more? So you step to them. All right, cool. Sometimes it's a case where we can do this thing tonight, and sometimes take my number or take my
But
Insta and let's
But
start
that's
connecting.
But that's still finding. That's still a
Isn't
search
that how?
though.
Isn't that how y'all women want to kind of say that's the nice organic approach, right?
I'm not
Because
meeting-
let's
I'm not meeting no one in
let's
no
say
dance.
club as just a motive. Let's say it as just. Let's not put the entire thing on clubbing. Just going out. There's music. There are people. There's alcohol.
There's vibes.
There's vibes, right? And there's friendships. Just see it as that. It's like going to a bloody outdoor cinema and you have to see. Let's go and reason with that person. It's just a connector.
I want that to be my story, you know.
Or
I got
the
that-
movie
cinema
thing.
one, yeah. I'm a romantic.
It's more
I like
palatable,
that.
isn't it?
Yes, I'm a lover girl. Do you know, I want to go on a solo cinema trip. He's there on a solo cinema trip, and we just connect.
So what's the chance of that happening?
Hi, because I go to cinema solo. That is plausible. I don't go speed dating, and I don't do online dating apps.
But you got to rely on the guy being exactly like you, being at that cinema,
Then that means it's meant to
watching
be.
that film.
That's
It
meant
makes
to
the
be. But you know
story
what it is
even
as
more
well?
beautiful.
Yeah, but
I just, do you know what it is here? This is difficult for someone who lives by
There's
faith.
these beautiful stories. Because what good has come from these beautiful stories so far?
Nothing.
Hella demons.
Can I be honest? Like I said, yeah, me not care. Yeah,
And that is the bottom line.
Bottom line is, yeah, I'm just trying to secure the bag. Fuck everybody else, bro. Fucking cunts.
Because
Just
you know what it is, you can
wasting
meet-
my damn time.
can meet
because you're
anybody
married,
anywhere.
stupid ass Negroes. Oh my gosh, let me not even start.
Nah, that was intense.
Do you know why? Because let me tell you why. Yeah, because you see, with me, I mind my own business. You know, like I literally mind my own business. I'm a great vibe. You know what I mean? I'm no pressure, nothing. I don't bother nobody. I'm there. Then y'all Negroes want to come and disturb my slumber for what? What was the reason? Because I don't understand. These times you've got marriage and children waiting for you at home. Like, what do you want with me, please? Just vibes. You just want to tear open the bum. And you know what?
I hate when you say that.
No, because it's true. All you want to do is tear it. That's it. You know? And you know what? I'm not even offended. I get it. I'd want to do it too. Have you seen this ass? Have you seen this ass?
Period.
Amen.
So, I get it. But
you've been silent the whole time.
But just allow me in it. Like, you know what I mean? Just
no, I feel you, Gina. It's the ghetto out here. Economy is tight, as I tell my aunties and uncles when they ask me, because I don't know why they keep asking me damn questions all the time. Have you received a wedding invite? But I just also believe that what is like, I don't know. I just think the way you find your person, it can be interesting because even who is it? Judge Jenkins. She met her husband because she's had to start doing new things. So she wanted to what's it called? Kenny Lattimore, that's her husband, the music legend.
Oh,
yeah. So she just wanted to try new things, and she wanted to like some music thing she wanted to try, and she met him there. So sometimes you just try new experiences, and that's how you. But I also believe that it will just happen when it's meant to. I'm not really a go forth and find and search.
A good point in the group, in the chat. So if it's called a networking event, is it better than speed dating?
All right.
Yes, but even networking.
I don't like this
No,
either.
but can I be honest with you? Even with network, I'm not a big networker. Like when I go to events here, like networking events or whatever, even business networking events, I'm not the best person to go because I don't like. Please, I'm shy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I actually, do you know what I mean? I find it awkward having conversations with people I generally don't know, and I'm not gonna walk up to me like, "Hi, I'm Gina. What do you do?" You know when that happens? I think, knock it off.
All right.
Like,
So
off.
in our community, we're struggling with the whole finding companions and good standing relationships don't last, right? I don't know even what that means. We're finding it hard to basically couple up with good people. What's the best way to basically get to the
Good people.
Yeah.
Read your Bible, pray every day.
So just church. That's what you're saying.
No, do you know, it's not
I'm
even that. 'Cause you know,
joking.
I think it's so difficult to say there is a good way because it's so personalized and individualized, and people just meet in the most random ways that you would never ever know. Do you get what I mean? Like I might decide to just take a solo trip to India tomorrow. And in the airport, I lose my luggage, and someone then helps me find it and that's how I find my partner. Life is so unpredictable for there to be like, this is the way to do it. This is how you do it. And that's why I have an issue with like things that are said as absolutes when it comes to dating, because there's not one answer. I don't believe it's in our hands. I really don't. It's beyond us when it comes to that.
I think it's the packaging, because if I hold an event and it's just like a listening party, like some good vibes and whatnot, say there's alcohol there, come along, bring a friend. Everybody's mixing and they're finding their wavy ones and they're saying it's organic. You understand? But put a table there, some chairs either side.
And we ain't coming.
Put a clock there. Put a clock there. All you man are widows. All you man are widows.
Facts.
You know.
Okay,
But
cool.
why?
It's packaging. So you lot use your brain. Package it well.
You guys into
Package it well.
Trick me.
into that cock blocking yourself.
Trick me and
Tell me
I'll be
it's a
there.
TMB event.
I'll be there.
And I'm coming dressed nice anyway. And then, what will happen, will happen.
No, literally, trick me. I'll be front row and center. I'll be there.
But yeah, well, as we,
I guess I'm talking from a place of privilege anyway.
Yeah,
We all are,
sorry.
I guess.
Right, because we
Why?
don't have to go speed dating.
You don't have to, yeah.
We are.
Plus we're men.
Well, some of them have to.
No, but even me and Gina, I'll be honest, me and Gina are definitely talking from place of privilege as well, because when we're saying that we want this, but we're like, not dying for it, that is privilege.
And
Because
also,
the girls, I told you, the girls
let's
that
be
work in the
honest,
streets here,
it's not because
Missionaries, bruv.
my DMs ain't pop. Like there's people, okay.
don't
Is
get it
your
twisted.
DMs popping?
Like, don't ever get it. I'm joking. Okay, guys, I'm joking. Please, I'm joking.
She's not joking.
I am.
Your DMs
I'm
are
not.
crazy.
No.
DMs know what I want.
My
So-
DMs are not. If I show you my DMs, you will laugh. Do you know who catches joke for my DMs? Marv. I send Marv my DMs all the time, yeah. Because he's like, oh no, your DMs must go off. When I show him the caliber of DMs I get, he's like, nah, this is so out of order. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but you're holding back the good ones. You're not showing
No, I
the
don't get good ones.
Because you know what?
So
Gina,
she
have
said
you
the
seen
caliber's
that?
not
Yeah.
calibering.
With like the girls who find their man from the DMs, they're like, oh, ladies, and then when they get
Shoot
engaged,
your
like,
shot.
no, not even that. They're like, because I'm here for shooting your shot.
I'm
I've
not.
shot my shot a few times. I've
Never.
definitely retired now. I've done enough shooting for one lifetime. But no, the girls when they get engaged, they're like, oh, ladies, listen, answer your DMs, and I'm like, I hear you, but the ones in there, I don't want them.
Let me show you my DMs.
It's as simple
coming to
as
show
I want
you.
somebody that I want. Like, I'm not asking for too much. I just want you.
No, there's
I
one
don't want
there.
this. Oh. Only God can actually
amazing.
provide. I've accepted that. Because there's a lot of things I don't like.
Well, you are women, innit? So just sit there and just wait, and men will come to you eventually.
Absolutely.
So just wade through them.
Not
You'll
one
find-
doubt
you'll
in my
find
mind about that.
You find a good one.
Amen.
Do you know why I'm laughing? Yeah. Okay, so for example, this is what I said, but it was Marv's response that killed me. Yeah. He said his haircut's cold though. Swipe to the side.
That is so rude.
Hold on. Is that the next? I can't even see. What is it? Yeah. Look at that. You see how you're grinning? Look how you're grinning.
Yeah, but what? That's
No.
it's a good.
Fooey. No.
It could be a good man. You never know.
No. Speak with your chest. Exactly. You know you want to laugh.
You just showed that. That's not. Show me a good one.
I don't have good ones. I'm not even joking. Generally speaking, that's generally the vibe.
Not one of them men that's tried to message you. You think is even half handsome. Show me someone that you think's decent. That's lies.
I can't.
I get decent people messaging me. You have to.
But you know what is? I think.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
Thank
Let me see
you.
that one.
No, you
No?
don't need to leave me alone. Leave me alone.
You are damn bad.
See?
Nah, don't do
But
that.
no.
Don't do that.
I'm not gonna let that one stick. I don't believe that the people that move to you is a reflection of who you are because
It
some men
really
are
isn't.
just dreamers.
It really isn't.
And I love that. I love that. Dream forth.
Don't
It's
do
not
that.
If man,
okay.
Don't do that.
listen. You see certain people, yeah.
No.
All right, I'm going to show.
They have to respect and know levels. You can't
Alright,
shoot
start
from
from
there.
there.
You know, no
Keep swiping.
decent woman is supposed to be in your DMs.
What do you mean?
No decent woman is supposed to be in your DMs.
Why?
Looking for a relationship.
Not looking for a relationship. They're looking for a relationship. Cocky them one.
Is that what she just wants? Really?
If it's cocky, yo.
I need to see this. Let me see.
Is that a different one? I didn't see it.
Let me see.
Keep swiping. Keep swiping. Keep swiping because there's a few.
Come on, man.
Thank you. Don't come and anger me this
But
Monday
why
morning.
don't certain men not have
Oh.
shame?
Have you seen them?
Because
I've sent Marv about 3 or 4 different guys, yeah. And what I'll do is I'll screenshot like the message, then I'll go to their page. Esther, keep swiping. Swipe through them.
Okay, honey.
Girl,
First one I've
the
seen.
first one. But you know what killed me? The first one. This is Marv. His trim's cold though.
Nah, the audacity sometimes.
Esther.
The audacity sometimes that it's
That is
it's
incredible.
unbelievable.
But this is generally like the normal, like the
But
norm.
you gotta carry yourself
not
better.
normal.
You're putting
Don't
out
do
you're
that.
putting out wrong energy.
Raw, okay.
Because these men are supposed to know they can't talk to you.
Okay.
No, so you're putting out the wrong energy.
Okay.
These men are supposed to know that this don't make
Yeah,
no
what is that?
sense.
But the thing is, in real life, they would never.
Precisely. They'll never approach you in real life.
But can I be honest? They're all American.
Yeah, they look at
Okay.
They're all American.
I was like, they probably would approach you in real life then.
They're all
Somebody's
American.
granddad.
Yeah.
What am I doing with him?
It's the algorithm.
He says,
You know what's mad? Yeah.
I'm done.
So you see how you said like in real life they wouldn't approach you, yeah? Do you know where they would approach you?
Where?
A speed dating event. Because they feel like we're all here for the same thing. That definitely gives them the confidence that I don't want them to have when approaching me. That ain't it.
Do you know what the thing is, yeah? Before we wrap up, yeah? I think with the speed dating thing, I think we're focusing on all the negatives,
I'm
right?
glad you never mentioned the event name. This one. We would have ruined their market.
No, I think we're
Don't
focusing.
open the message, please.
I think we're
Because
focusing.
he is a prolific.
This is your thing.
Shut
Ragnarok and them things. What are you talking about?
Man said
Nordic
Ragnarok.
man them. What?
Nordic man them, you know.
What? All it needs is an axe. What are you talking about? You put this into the universe. You said you wanted this.
Let me see, because I bet
Man's
you're
name
right.
is Soren as well.
Sorry.
What?
Man's a missionary. She's doing this.
Let me see
What?
this.
That's insane.
I need to see that.
What?
Floki, you know.
I've actually got tears coming out my eyes.
That shit, Floki.
No way, I actually have tears coming out my eyes. I can't breathe.
Oh, no. He'll deal with you bad, though.
Let me
Like,
see.
you know he's British. He's British, yeah, because he done
Oh,
the
honey.
when I've gone through when I'm but you know I'm laughing, yeah, because he's like as in like even on my comments, like just consistent, and I'm just like, oh,
You know what's actually mad? He could actually just clean up a little bit.
no, hold on, the tears. Woo!
Wait, you see it? See the vision?
You know her vision's different already.
Don't be stupid.
No, you.
Don't. Don't you dare do this to me, Mum.
She's very accommodating. She's got a big heart.
Oh, man.
So do I,
Okay, I'm gonna speak my truth in it. I don't cap.
Esther, do you know what it is? Why have you got the you know
Oh, man.
no, Brent, you finished me, you know. Are you coming to get a picture
Do you know
of
what it is, yeah?
Who's this?
Do you know what it is?
Travis
Brent,
Fimmel?
if you put
Oh,
anything
no.
up on the screen,
No,
Brent, I
no,
will never talk to you again.
No, he's not
If you put anything on the screen, Brent, that is
he
shading
is.
me.
No, it's not. It's not shading you.
Oh, that's not him.
It's not him. It's
But
not
she
him.
was still.
Oh, she'll do that. Esther will do that. Esther will do that. That's only from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, let me tell you why.
Esther
Yeah.
saying that's a good-looking man.
First of all,
Alright, I'm
no,
doing-
wait.
Hey,
Let
type
me
in
justify this.
Travis Fimmel.
All he has to do, yeah, is like clean up the beard, yeah, and he will look like Prince Harry. Cut off the
Oh, he
hair.
would look like Prince
And
Harry,
Prince Harry is good looking. So what are you talking about?
Travis Fimmel.
This man could help himself a little bit.
No, but the hairbands and the beard, like
Hello, good morning.
Meet us, please.
You know, I thought the caller was laughing like that. I was about to cut it off.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
thank you.
Good morning.
Whew.
I mean, if we can hear you, surely you guys, you could talk. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we
Can
can.
you now?
Okay, good morning. Sorry, I've been trying to call in. I had the number wrong previously. But I just wanted to speak. Well, I'm Toyin, so start with that. I wanted
Hey,
to speak
Toyin.
about when Gina said, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing."
Oh yeah.
And me personally, I think I related with that verse, and I used to speak that verse like predominantly in my dating life. But when COVID happened, I think as a society, we had to err towards like the online dating and the apps and all of that, especially Clubhouse was a thing and they had all those dating rooms just so we can find each other. But also in the Bible, it says that we have to prepare ourselves as women and we have to place ourselves in where we can be found. And I'm not saying this to go and put ads on dating apps and whatever and like, you know what, but prepare yourself while you're doing the internal healing and everything. You also have to put yourself in a place where you can be found. Yesterday at church, we studied the story of Ruth and Boaz.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And how she had to go to the field and present herself in a way that he could find her. And they went a little pastor, but I'm not a pastor, so I can't speak as much. But that was basically the story of how she put herself in a place where she can be found. And she wasn't necessarily like groveling for him, like, yes, I want you or whatever. However, she put herself in a place where she can be found. I've done the speed dating thing. I've done the online dating apps, and I'm not in a relationship yet. However, I prepare myself and I put myself in front of people to find me. I think where the speed dating can go wrong is if they're not curated events. I have been to the speed dating where weirdos are there and I quickly step out and walk away. But if it's a curated event like we did one at church a couple weeks ago, and we had people submit their profiles and we matched them to people who we thought were good and we sponsored them to go on dates.
People always say church. Church is not necessarily I don't know if it's a go-to place to find a partner? Because obviously you could be lucky and fall and find your partner in Christ, yeah. But there's a lot of trouble in the church, and I'm sorry. Obviously, look, everybody's welcome there, but we're all under the same roof, good people and heathens alike. Like, there's a lot of whores in church because they're conflicted.
No, definitely.
I
Yeah,
hear.
definitely. Not everyone.
He's
And
a
No,
whore.
the horse passed me, and I said, "Wait a minute."
Jezebel.
I'm just saying.
The hell of Delilah's.
The church is often a smaller version of what the church is often a smaller version of what society is. So you
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
gonna find
facts.
Yeah.
the people that are like closeted and doing things that are not, you know, personally like what a Christian should be or whatever. But at the end of the day, you can't really. I always say that failure is not really failure. It's a way of saying I tried plan A, I tried plan B, I tried plan C. But you can't automatically think in your head that, okay, this is going to fail because this is a thing that society has deemed a failure. I don't know how to explain. I hope I'm coming.
I definitely agree with you in terms of like doing the work. That's what I was saying earlier. How this is why I just can't go and search for something. So when it comes to like finding, like he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I don't know. It's.
Didn't you hear? You got to put yourself in the field so he can find you. You got to make yourself available.
Yeah, but
to be
that's not
found.
searching. I don't want to do it.
Like you're not.
That's not searching.
That's not searching.
Well, this is why I said that.
Me, I place myself
No, but
there,
this
please.
is why I said that I'm doing the work right now. Do you get me? I'm doing the work so that when we find each other, it will make sense. But it is not in my personality to go to social events. I don't do it unless it's for work. Do you get what I mean? I just don't have so I can't strategically place myself in certain places in hopes of being found. Like God knows his daughter in it. So he knows how that man's going to find me. But sorry, hon, what are you saying?
This might be controversial, but for me, I think as women, we've, at least in my opinion, I think we've been sort of kicked into our head this idea of we have to build ourselves and we have to take a year off and we have to do this and do that. But one thing my mentor told me when I broke, like I was in a 3-year relationship and it ended because for me, I was like, I'm not ready to get married, but I need to know if we're going to move forward. And we just started exploring certain things and we ended up not making it. And I was just like, I'm going to take a couple years to myself and just really figure it out and da-da-da-da-da. But my mentor came to me and she was like, girl, just go date. Go date. You'll figure things out about yourself along the way. Don't just put a stop on your life for 2 years and say that you're not going to do anything towards romantic relationships or even do anything. And that year where I actually dated people, I found so much about myself. I found so much healing. I found so much peace. And it's because of the way that I went towards it.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't looking for my forever partner. I'm getting to know people. And this was a relationship where I had never dated before. I'd never, basically all of my relationships were like, we saw each other. We started talking. We had a conversation. Okay, we started having more conversations. Now we're in a relationship. Now it's 2 years.
Yeah.
And I've always been in relationships. But she was like, go date. And that was the first time in my life where I felt like I found out so much about myself, found out about so many people, and I created friendships with men and got perspectives of what like dating is and what things, at least the relationship between men and women could be. I think a lot of conversations that we have now pit us against each other, where it's men versus women, where God intended
gender wars going on.
And I think that's one of the things going on in our generation. But I'm going to end there. I'm not trying to be long-winded, but I just wanted to say that. Yeah.
Thank you, lovely.
Thank you.
Have a
very
nice
much,
day.
Toya.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, bye.
Ciao.
To be fair, someone in the
I
comments
love our
said,
Americans. We've got very Americans, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
I don't know if they're in the same state.
Nah, probably not.
trying to do one
reach.
visit, one and all.
We need one American from every state.
Someone in the comments said, Uchenna, I believe, said about making yourself available is traveling and doing things you enjoy and meeting people. Just do your thing. The right people will always find you, whether that is in your house or outside. And that's true, actually. I don't do speed dating things. I don't do online dating, whatever. But I do have fun on my own. I do like experience stuff. And I just think that is more aligned to who I am. So if I'm meant to be found in that way,
Then you will.
that finding will align with how I live. Do you get what I mean?
I agree.
And I think with what Tony was saying, it definitely does make, like, I do think, I think sometimes, sometimes you do need to pause certain things so you can move forward and whatever. But sometimes you can do things simultaneously. And there was a period of my life where I didn't date. I didn't talk to anybody because I had to do the work that I had to do. I didn't have the capacity to do both. But where I'm at,
let me tell you what it is, yeah? I think you need to place yourself in a mindset that what you're doing, like, with intention, yeah? So you know that you're looking. You get what I'm trying to say, yeah? It's not about just being found. It can't just be found because there's men out there that are looking. Yeah. You're going to get found by the wrong man. You're going to get found by a man that just want to come tear your bum open for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Same thing. And then any man, and if they're good at what they're doing, yeah, you might not have no defenses against. You might not be familiar with their style. When you come across certain tactics, yeah, bro, that you're not familiar with, and then these men tear your pom pom out for you and then go back their business, then it's because of you just there to be found in the wilderness like a little lamb. You need to focus and know what you're doing.
Yeah. Do you know what's fair though? Let me drop mic on this. Yeah, I do think because what you said is valid.
It's facts.
Been torn and all, valid. But I think, do you know what? I don't think I will ever be able to label me like searching or going to find love, because I have this thing where, like, I only want what God wants for me. Yeah, and at the moment, this is what I desire. Obviously, I might find out later on down the line that actually this is not what God wants for you. So you're not going to be one of those people that finds it. Because the reality is not everyone's going to find love in it. So I don't ever want to be like, I'm going to look for it, because I feel like if it's not meant to be for me, I'm setting myself up for disappointment. Yeah. And that's just extra therapy bills that I've got enough invoices. Do you get what I mean? So I don't feel like I will ever be in a place where I do admit I'm going to search for it. Because again, where I'm at, the mindset I have right now is that if it happens for me, it happens for me. But I also know that if it doesn't happen for me, I'm not going to be miserable. But I do believe if I ever went out saying I'm searching for this and I don't get it, I will be miserable.
I think I'm similar in a sense where I'm open, innit? Do you get what I mean? So I'm not closed off to dating. Do you get what I mean? But I'm not actively dating. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, if an opportunity comes up for me to date, if I meet someone and like we vibe, and I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not in a position to date. Generally speaking, right? I'm open, innit? But I'm not going out of my way to be like, okay, I need to date this year. I need to date, or like I need to find someone. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like when you do that, that's when you kind of either settle, or you end up finding yourself in situations that you generally shouldn't have been in, but because you're kind of like chase this thing that you said you set out to do. Do you get what I mean?
I do, but I don't necessarily agree, because I don't think you would think the same thing if it was a career. If it was a career.
Yeah, but that's different though.
Why?
Yeah, but do you know,
it's you fixing your mind on a particular thing and saying, you know what, I want this for myself. I want this.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? I think it's because with me, I'm a lover girl at heart, innit? So I don't do things just because. I'm not a casual person. That's not my character. Do you understand what I mean? And I know who I am. So for me, it's like, I can't imagine myself doing this thing and not it being intense. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But that's just me as a person. So it's like, and I'm not going to change who I am in that setting. Do you get what I mean? So for me, it's like the best way for me is, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if I say to myself, okay, cool, you know what? I want to date, I'm fixated on dating, and you know what I mean? I'm just going to flatline.
And I'm exactly that. I'm like, I love so much. I think love is so beautiful, yeah. But the way I think right now, I've made peace with that. I just know that if I was to tweak how I think and be like, you know, Esther, be intentional, go looking for it, go searching, position yourself, and I don't get it, I don't know that disappointment. I don't want to live my life disappointed, and because I'll be honest, I see the girls who want love and who are intentional about it and who do dating apps, they do speed, they do everything that they can, and it's heartbreaking having conversations with them when another thing doesn't work out for them. Do you get what I mean? So I've made peace with how it is, because honestly, if I don't have a lifelong partner, I will honestly be fine. Like I know I will be. Do you get what I mean? But if I go and be like, I'm gonna change how I think, I'm gonna be, this is what I want, this, and I don't get to that disappointment, I don't know that's something I can recover from. Especially because of how much I love love.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I hear you. Me personally, I just feel like if you're looking for something, you always find it. whether that's good or bad. That's
You're
what
speaking
I
from a
think.
place of privilege anyway. I don't want to listen to what you're talking about.
No, but you know
When
what I'm
people
saying?
find the person, they're like, oh yeah, you know, you just go out and search.
No,
Yeah,
but
you
that's
say.
just how.
It's kids doing the 90s baby things. It's another married man
Trust me.
telling
the single
people to
people
go speed
what to
dating.
do.
Did you meet your wife speed dating?
Oh, Sid,
It was different.
you can.
Yeah, dickhead.
Sid, go
He's not
and
the
read
comment.
a book.
I wanna
No,
hear
he's
you.
WhatsApped to me and
Okay.
went like, girl, you better
Because
be
we don't wanna hear from
intentional.
you either.
Piss off, Sydney. And he said, tell Esther to stop
Shut up.
capping. Listen,
You know what the thing is?
I want to
yeah?
hear from you.
with
either.
your stupid, what was his books? Do you remember his,
Oh, Nigalations, was it?
your nigga, no, not even Nigalations, Brad,
was,
what was
um,
it?
Man said niggalation.
Nigalations verse 55.
No, don't you think Nigalations is very Sid?
No,
It's
literally.
his brand.
No, but what was his book about
Kevin
the toying
Samuels
and something
loving ass.
complex? Sid, I don't know why you're
know.
not typing because you know what I'm talking about and you clearly are in the chat.
You know what the thing is, yeah? It's kind of like, I'm pretty sure you would say to anybody, any of your clients, yeah, look,
There we go.
if you're going to be intentional about going gym
Just
stuff,
bring it to your clients.
Every day.
no, it's true though, right? You
Go
would say,
on.
look, go out there and do certain things.
Yeah.
Go
If
forth and
if-
prosper.
Yes, if you plan on going gym 5 days a week, right, you may only go 3 times, but it's
Yeah.
better than you saying, you know, I'm going to go one day.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even if
Yeah.
you don't find the person you're looking for, like Toyin said, I think there's going to be certain things you learn about yourself along the way.
100%.
that
And,
equip
and
you
to
for
be
something
fair,
else.
yeah, when she was talking, I did think, you know what, yeah, she's got a point. Like, she did have a point, and I thought, okay, cool, you know what? Dating hasn't, do you know what it is? Because I was having a conversation with my friend, and she was like, Gina, you're too intentional. Sometimes, yeah, just date to date. Like, it's not that deep, it's not that serious. And it's because I've never been a serial dater. I'm very similar to Toyin in the sense where all my relationships, I've only had long-term relationships. And it's always been very
Very
intense.
intentional.
And they were very, oh, they've always been intentional. So it's like, I generally haven't, stop. I generally
That was
haven't,
so funny.
I haven't dated. I actually haven't dated. I don't have much dating experience. Do you get what I mean? So maybe it's because I'm scared of that. I told you, I'm a pussy at heart, innit? So here we
Wait,
go.
I've got to provide.
Well,
Last.
Circles Social have got an event coming up soon. They haven't got a date yet.
Are you joking?
Gina, they would love to have you.
No, I'm not coming. Me.
Yeah, big up them, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what would be dope if it is that we all go.
We should actually go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real,
we should
man.
actually go.
That'd be dope, man. That'd be dope. Would you be up for it, Max? If I come
You've done
to,
a lot today.
If you came,
yeah, if I come to,
To not be up
yeah,
for
man.
it.
Can I be
Yeah,
honest?
okay.
I'm only going if you lot are going.
All right.
If you lot don't go, but don't lie and say that you're going,
No,
and
no,
then
no,
you
no.
don't go.
And
Then
then
I
you
get
say,
there.
I'm
It's
just
like,
me and
set me
Gina,
up.
they're like, yo,
I will leave. I
if there's
literally
one
will
thing about me,
leave.
I'm going to leave. Okay, if they send us free tickets, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Shall
paying
we
to
pull
find
up?
a man I
I'll
don't
go.
want to find.
There's Circle Social. You're hearing us?
I'd definitely go.
We'll be there.
I might ask forward.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's a school trip. All right, let's get into the reaction.
No,
Gina, it's got, get it? It's got a
13.
timer. Thank God for that.
well, I told you so. I wasn't saying that we had to do it fast. I was just saying.
No, I just mean like we don't have
I'm
to
going.
listen.
We don't have to listen. We don't have to listen to you
Like we
talk
don't
for
have
an
to listen to
hour.
yourself. Yeah. So it's great.
All right, well, let's get into our favourite segment, the reaction. Obviously, the different change up to the routine today, but I have somewhere to leave. I've got 13 minutes left.
Let's do it.
Let's get into our sports reaction. You lot battered Palace, innit? Like I knew you would. I was putting that trying to put in like stupid like talks of banana skins in atmosphere, like just on a hopeful negative energy thing, but nonsense. You just battered them in keeping with just what's been going on for the rest of the season. You happy with that? Happy with the result?
Yes, I'm happy with the result. It was a good game.
No new manager bans, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you got through it. No, it was all right. What else happened on the weekend that we can talk about quickly?
We have 10 games left.
Now, so you ready
We're
to
8 points clear.
you ready to declare it?
No. What are you talking about? I've been saying from when it is at bucked you at the live show.
Yeah, but I'm saying
believe.
not believe that. Now you're saying it's done. You're going to do it. It's
How
done.
can I say it's done? It's
Say you're
not even
champions
sense.
elect. Say that's it.
I think that we have a great chance of winning the league.
You've been had a great chance of winning the league.
And I'm staying right here.
Fair enough.
What do you
man.
think?
Yeah, I think you should do it. I think it's done. I think
It's done, yeah?
Yeah, I think you won the league.
Dusted.
Dusted.
Let me clip that up.
Clip it, man. I think you won it, man.
Let me clip that up. So, Man United finishing above Arsenal?
No.
All right. Conceded that point, yeah?
Yeah, I conceded that point now.
Okay.
It's over. He's not going to win the league, man.
Where you're finishing? Second? Third? Because it's a little tussle now, isn't it?
No, it's not a tussle. City's the gap's still there. We'll probably finish third, I think.
Good. All right.
Third. Obviously, we're through to semi-finals of a FA Cup. Got another Wembley appearance.
Yeah.
We're in the quarterfinals of Europa League.
Why do you think we're going to win the league, though? 10 games left. Knowing we have to play Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Why do you think
just the form guide? Because every team that's ever been in Uzok's position has won it, and from the history of football, that's what's going on. So that's good stock. That's enough sample. That's a big enough sample size.
You've been saying that from the top. Well, when it is, we had 20 games left, right?
Well, when you got to the point, and since then you haven't
And
given up top spot. You haven't given up top spot.
When we lost against City, then you like, psh, they're coming back. You ain't doing it. And then you started saying again, Man United are going to finish above Arsenal. That's what you're saying.
No, because anything I say about United and
Why
Arsenal.
just selective memory?
Anything I say about Arsenal and United here is to rattle you, and it works more times.
Oh, so you anything that you say about football, we shouldn't take as gospel.
Boy, that's not true. What about when I'm praising Arsenal?
No, I'm asking you. What you just said is everything you say about Arsenal is up to kind of troll me, right? So
no, not
I shouldn't
everything.
take anything you say seriously.
When
I
we're
shouldn't
having
engage you in any conversation.
when we're having debates, going back and forth and ribbing and stuff like that, there's certain times I say things.
So the Man United above Arsenal was just you trying crap.
Yeah.
You didn't believe that?
What, that would finish above you?
Yes.
No, I think you're going to win the league.
You didn't believe that? Past tense?
What, that we was going to finish above you?
Yes.
No, because by the time I said it, it was remember, there's no team that's been in your position and not won the league, bro.
At any point when you said it while sat on that couch, you don't move from that space. That's your spot.
Yeah.
Did you ever believe that Man United would finish above Arsenal?
No.
So anything that you say regarding football from now on, I should just take as bollocks.
No. You're acting like you don't understand how football works. Like you're not tribal. Like there's not banter. Like we're not friends. Like we don't argue. Like you don't think that
As God is my witness. When I talk to you about football, I am being as objective as I can. I'm not being tribal or biased. I'm actually having a conversation with you.
That's fine.
I thought when I was reasoning with you, I was reasoning with you. But now you're saying that you're not a reasonable man to reason with.
There's times when you can reason with me, and I'm extremely reasonable. But
and these are the type of weird men that I've seen at speed dating
probably.
events.
I get a lot of pleasure. I get a lot of pleasure from ruffling feathers. So no, my football opinion is valid. It is good, but
it's void.
You need discernment. You need discernment because people in the chat can tell when I'm rattling. So I don't know why you lot can't. People watch me every day and they can tell when I'm pissing you off and they can see you get rattled. I don't know why you take everything I say as gospel.
I'm sorry. Now, I guess I now have a filter to put on because I actually thought at certain points in time when you said, all right, yes, Man United will finish above Arsenal. And then you said, nah, we're not in a title race anymore. We're finished.
No, we weren't.
There was a distinction between those two things.
Let me see again.
I saw again, depletion and sadness when it is that you lost.
I made up quads on, yeah? Quads on done the rounds. It's got a ring to it. That's a thing this season, yeah? Quads on. I made it up, yeah? It rattled you lot. It got on you lot's nerves.
It didn't.
I'd never thought I'd been in a title challenge, but when I speak like it rattles you lot. So yeah, I'll keep doing it. Like, this is the aim of the game.
Well, me being a reasonable man.
I'm an op.
Me being a reasonable man, I don't think it's just over. 10 games left and we still have to play these three big teams. I don't think it's over. I think it's still going to be close.
Boy.
That's just me.
You should do it, man. I think you should do it, man. Real talk, man. I think you should do it, man.
All right, cool. Move on to your FA Cup bollocks.
Did you not see? You know what? I've only seen the things, man. I ain't got the transcripts either. But Conte's rant, bro. bro.
He wants out.
What?
He wants out.
Fuck wherever he wants out. You're not preying what's going on, bro. This guy is so fucking volatile. This guy is fucking volatile. He don't know if he's coming or going, yeah? Listen, watch what happened, yeah? Watch what happened. You didn't watch the game, yeah? And I didn't watch it either. It was 3-3, yeah? It was like a 90-minute penalty, yeah? It was a 90-minute penalty, 90th-minute penalty. Ward-Prowse scored for the equaliser, yeah? He was 30 seconds away from being third in the league. He would never have done that if he was third in the league. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, 30 seconds away from being third and being calm. That 30 seconds, that penalty that gave away, that one decision, yeah, in that heat of the moment, he just said, fuck this, I'm doing it. That's what set you over the edge. It's not that bad. Like, he's moving like it's crazy, yeah.
Spider-Man. You do the same thing.
No, I wouldn't do that, bro. If
You run off emotions all the time and you say wild stuff when it is at your high.
30 seconds ago, he would have been third. He would not. That's as your manager, as the man in chief, commander in chief. You're too volatile to be at the helm there. He said, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. He said these players are selfish, and I've never seen nothing like it. He bought 7 of the 11 on the pitch. If I'm the owner, I'm going fucking bonkers. If I'm the owner, I'm going mad. He's saying it's an absolute. Listen, okay, so look, basically,
I don't know if it is that he wanted all those players that
he bought them. But they're saying, okay, cool. They're playing on the pitch. Take this in. He's talking about their attitude. He's never seen nothing like it. He's not talking about Harry Kane because he's not and you can't. And he's not talking about Højbjerg because no one can question Højbjerg's determination to win a match. That means you're talking about 9 players, and out of the 9 players, you signed 7 of them. And then he came over. He said, "Oh, it's gone worse than last season. It's worse last season." When you came the last season, you came halfway through. You came halfway through in January, and you played and you done decent. Then I've given you 200 million. You spent the 200 million. Now you're saying, "Oh no, it's a shit show." If I'm the owner, mate, I'm going absolutely crazy. That's funny though, man. Conte is hilarious. He spoke about the history of
Tottenham, didn't he?
So they ain't got no history, man. So these men don't win nothing. You man don't know nothing.
That's the history.
He's talking about, I've seen all the great managers I had over here. You think it's the manager? That was...
Do you think that he's going to get sacked?
No.
Do you understand how wild the statement in which he said it was? You realize he said, you guys have never won anything and you're used to not winning anything. That's why you're so needy.
There's 2 ways you can look at it, There's 10 games left, He's not going to be here. He's going at the end of the season anyway, Let him stay there and just see if he can steady the ship to see if you can sort it out, Or you sack him with 10 games to go.
And you possibly move it on 4th.
Well, no, to get 4th. If you can get a manager, if the player, I don't know how the players feel, but if the players are disgruntled and unhappy, you get a gaffer in that's going to put
7 out of 11.
But you get a gaffer that's going to put a smile on their face and then make them go for top 4. But I don't know. It's tough.
I want you to call it though, because
I think he stays.
Stays, okay.
Yeah, I think he stays, and he'll just go in the summer.
Okay.
Because I don't know who there is to replace him. Even like Poch coming back and all that, I think all that stuff looks like summertime moves. You're not going to do that now, so you just keep him. So that'll happen. FA Cup on the weekend. Big FA Cup. Manchester United are through to the semi-finals. So who's the semi-finals? Manchester United versus Brighton and Sheffield versus Man City. Could potentially be an all Manchester final, but not guaranteed because I feel like the boys have hit a brick wall. We haven't played well since the second leg. Since we beat Barca in the second leg, we haven't played well. We've beat West Ham in the cup, lucky to get through there. No, after that we beat Newcastle. We played Newcastle, it was bad at Newcastle and we won. Then we played West Ham in the cup, lucky to get through, but we won, it was bad. We got battered 7-0. We've done all right against Betis. Then I can't remember what other games after that, but we just ain't looked good. There's a lot of trouble over there. Casemiro's gone. So I don't know. Brighton are probably one of the better teams in the league. Possession stats and all these kind of things. Like they play good football over there. This is not a good time to be running into them. So it's not open and shut. We'll see. But I missed the game because I was doing Mother's Day things, so I never saw it. But I saw that we was losing 1-0 and I was a bit worried. And I was thinking, oh, maybe the treble's not on. And then, I don't know, like in that 10-minute spell, it just went crazy. The manager got sent off. Then Willian got sent off for the penalty for blocking the shot. And then Mitrovic lost his mind and pushed the referee and he got sent off. And then, and then Sabitzer scored and Bruno made it 3-1. So that was an amazing turnaround. Apparently we didn't deserve it. Apparently it was embarrassing. But again, like I said, man, we've hit a brick wall, man. But we just got to keep going, man. One game at a time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll do that. And that's all our football news. In other news, Leon Edwards retained his belt after he beat Usman in the UFC. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did, man.
What did you make of it? Because
it was a good fight, very good fight. Initially, I was thinking Usman was going to win it. Even during the fight, I was thinking Usman, they were going to give the decision to Usman because I think in the third round, I believe, second or third round, Leon Edwards got a point deducted for holding on to the cage, innit? So I was thinking, like, if this is tight, plus that point deduction, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I think Usman, he just had the pressure. He just kept pressurizing Leon Edwards, but I guess it wasn't as effective. The pressure wasn't as effective. He wasn't really landing and doing great things, you know what I'm saying? But whenever Leon was striking him, like in terms of kicks, he was hurting him. You know what I'm saying? From like the first round, you can see he was putting bare in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I was surprised that he got the win, but he did fight a very good fight, to be fair.
He's saying he's the king now, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And he's saying he should be able to pick who the challenger is, though. Because I can't remember the thing's name. I've dropped off UFC a lot over the last few years. I can't remember the guy's name that Dana said should be the challenger. And I think he was saying that, boy, I don't think he deserves it, and I should get the right to pick who the challenger is. You get me? What's that? His second title defense.
First.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Big up Leon Edwards, man. Mm-hmm. And there we have it, man. And then
Does Usman need to retire now?
You know what? He says he's got a lot in him. The fact that was the first thing he kind of mentioned right after the fight made me feel like he's definitely on the decline, man. His knees are not like they used to be as well, and Leon was getting him in them knees, man. So I don't know. I feel like he could probably beat everybody else, to be fair. Yeah, because the other two people, Masvidal and what's the white boy called? Colby Covington or whatever his name is. Yeah. Usman's beat both of them.
Colby, that's who he's saying. That's who Dana's saying he's got to fight.
Okay, yeah. Usman beat both of them very convincingly.
Okay.
Obviously, Masvidal he knocked out like ASAP. So again, Usman can come back, man. He's not done yet. Definitely a big threat, man.
All right, and we should have done this in post-production, but I never look at the deck. There's one more thing to talk about, and I am not speaking about it because I don't know how rugby made it in here. But for future reference, it will never make it again. Because I'm not speaking about no rugby.
You know what it is? There's a black person right now that's training to get into the England squad. So for that future person, I don't know who he is.
But
Right?
you need to support him.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, well, if anybody cares, Ireland wins 6 Nations after defeating England
Big up them.
yeah.
in rugby. And it was St. Patrick's Day yesterday, maybe?
Nah, that was
No, Saturday.
17th.
No, it's Saturday. No.
Saturday?
No.
Friday.
Saturday.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Same thing,
Got
man.
them the end.
Big up you yourself. But I have to leave, so there's no done out here today. So please, can we get
Back to
into our
regular
outro?
programming. Outro.
Outro? Nigga, we only done one hit of the headlines.
You need outro
Wow.
yourself. Get back in the headlines, please. I can't lie. I wouldn't be mad at it.
You don't
No,
like
neither would I.
you
Neither
went
would
to
I,
go
but
home. I
we
need to
get it,
leave. You
we
don't
get
be
it.
like you don't want to go home too.
That's because sports was happening. Isn't it?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, well,
I mean, I've still got the same face on. It's still a headline, but
all right, bye, people.
ciao.
All right. So it's turned out that private firms are profiting from these asylum hotels, man. I mean, what do you expect?
Surprise, surprise.
You know what I'm saying?
Surprise.
Yeah,
Sounds about white.
Sounds about Tory.
Yeah, man. So BBC News have come out and they've said that they've been told 395 hotels are being used to house asylum seekers as arrivals to the UK rose last year. At the same time, documents show one booking agency, which finds hotels for the Home Office, trebled its pre-tax profits from £2.1 million to £6.3 million. The government has never publicly confirmed the number of hotels involved, but a government source told BBC News it is now using 395 to accommodate more than 51,000 asylum seekers at a cost of more than £6 million a day. Of those hotels, 363 are in England, 20 in Northern Ireland, 10 in Scotland, and 2 in Wales. Small boat arrivals accounting for about 45% of asylum applications in 2022 were also at record levels, and the backlog of asylum cases now amounts to about 166,000 people. Also, next news takes us to America, where they're considering a ban on discussing menstruation before 6th grade. So the proposals come as Florida's Republican-dominated legislature, backed by Governor Ron DeSantis, has already passed a raft of laws limiting discussion in schools of gender and sexuality and reducing the emphasis on diversity in public schools. The latest proposal from Republican Stan McClain would allow instruction in AIDS, STIs, or health education only in grades 6 through 12, generally meaning for children aged 12 to 18. McLean confirmed at a recent committee meeting that discussions about menstrual cycles would also be restricted to those grades. He defended the bill as a way to make sex education more uniform statewide and give parents more leverage over curriculum, and later said he was open to amending it. The bill passed the subcommittee by 13 votes to 5. The policy and political director of the Florida Alliance of Planned Parenthood Affiliates, Ann Fililowski, she condemned the legislation as absurd. And Ron DeSantis, who is seen as the leading rival to Donald Trump for 2024 Republican presidential nomination, has framed such laws as a common sense pushback to excesses prompted by progressive activism. And the last headline here is trigger warning here, and some sad news. At least 13 people died after a magnitude 6.8 earthquake struck southern Ecuador on Saturday afternoon. The earthquake struck near the southern town of Balao and was more than 65 kilometers deep, according to the United States Geological Survey. An estimated 461 people were injured in the quake, according to the report from the Ecuadorian president's office. The government had previously reported that 16 people were killed, but later revised the death toll. In the province of El Oro, at least 11 people died. At least one other person died, and that was reported in the province of Azuay, according to the communications department for Ecuador's president. People who were injured were being treated at hospitals, the presidency added, but did not provide further details. USGS gave the tremor an orange alert, saying significant casualties are likely and the disaster is potentially widespread. And that's the end of the headlines.
Oh dear, sorry. Let's get into Word on Road. You believe I haven't opened this iPad once?
Oh, serious?
Yeah. I just know what I'm doing over here. All right, so Tamar Braxton got engaged.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations to her. It appears to be quite sudden, but I guess I don't know, it works for her, innit? So she's nominated to J.R. Robinson, who is a 4-time Grammy winner. Nominee. Ooh, honey, that's different. 4-time Grammy nominee. And basically she's on a dating show. That would have been a good question, actually. Would we go on a dating show? But she's on a dating show called Queen's Court, and they made it to, I guess they're both in the final. And so they're engaged, which is lovely. However, what I wanted to report on is that there's some drama with the engagement.
Mm-mm.
So he's got a child with another woman. I don't know if they were married or whatever it was. So basically, Tamar, on her birthday, the other day, over the weekend, put a post up, and it was him saying nice things about her and all that kind of stuff. And her, her caption said, "It's my birthday, but I have to post the one who puts this cheesy smile on my face. It took me a while to realize that this wholesome, traditional love is the kind that I wanted and needed. We have 6 children between the two of us, and they mean everything to me." So he's got 5 children because she's only got Logan. So miss me with he has 4 baby mamas. So he has 4 baby mamas. Thank God for them. We are blessed and drama-free. Thank God for my best friend, life partner, and fiance. This is what happens when you find yourself in a blended family and you want to do too much. Because who told you to be doing all of this? We didn't ask if you guys were fine, if you guys were cool. Well, one of the baby mamas came out and spoke because she said, first of all, you're not going to speak on things that you do not know about, especially when you're moving like an up. The baby mom said that, one of them, she said, "I have sat in silence for over a year, respecting everyone's privacy while they disrespected mine. I've sat in silence while this person has come into my son's life and caused nothing but chaos and unnecessary drama. While I will not speak on my son's other siblings and what type of relationship their father or this woman has with them, let me be clear for all who know me and all who know them. This woman is in no way a bonus or stepmom to my son. My son does not mean everything to her, and she has not thanked God for me, and truthfully, none of his baby mamas. She has said demeaning, disrespectful, and outrageous things about how I have chosen to co-parent with my son's father and the efforts I have made to keep him involved. She has made no effort to meet me, get to know me as a woman or mother, and has caused my son's father to miss visitation weekends and birthdays. I'm fine with people sharing their version of their story that they've created for themselves on social media and television, but what we will not continue to do is involve the son that I raised in someone else's shenanigans." So yeah, she basically called out Tamar and basically called her a phony. And then the guy responded. He said, "Tamar Braxton has always been an amazing mother and spoiled my children with love. The mothers of my children have been put in the public eye because of me, and that's so unfair to them. They have been nothing short of amazing to my children. Sometimes a difference of opinion with no conversation to clear up miscommunication creates a bad cycle. I want everyone to be peaceful and will do my best to foster that. So all the best to all parties involved. When you're going to be blending families, just make it make sense. Yeah, I don't really... Anyway, moving on. What's happened next? Spice, that I congratulated the other day.
Isn't she pregnant?
She's not.
Why does she like doing things for attention?
She
actually is
she's
annoying.
such an agbayer. Like she really pisses. She's such a shameless. She does so much stuff for clout. Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
She was like, "Well, I never said I was pregnant."
Okay.
You posted up a picture.
So was it for her new song or an album cover?
I don't even know this time. So basically, she does this thing where she does she loves to do shock value stuff. There was a time where she basically came out and looked white.
Yeah.
They're talking about
she's about bleaching. It was for a
she's raising awareness.
Yeah.
No one
but
asked
why are
you to
you
raise
doing
awareness.
that? Look at the not the
I typed in
spices.
spice, so this is what popped
You know
up
what?
in it.
Rent fair.
Brent, you're annoying.
Is it Jamaican?
Spice Jamaican
Spice. Artist.
dancehall artist.
And then, do you get what I mean? And then she's done this, she did a whole thing putting out a baby picture on a bicycle. Bump was out here to my forehead.
Yeah.
Talking about, and thank God it's been
You
so
see the
good to
bleaching
me.
one, Brent? Have you seen it? The side by sides. Yeah.
Talking about God, yeah, that's it.
And
Talking about God has been so good to me. And then she comes out and says, well, I never said I was pregnant. I actually never said anything. But she was talking about like she had sepsis and she nearly died and whatever, which is fair. Thank God you're here and whatever. But she pisses me off, man. I did all of this to say I'm never talking about her again on here.
yeah, she's jarring.
Whether it's real life or not. But someone else I just thought this was positive.
Wait,
news to-
this is her?
Yeah.
As in she looks on the right?
No, so she did that.
She faked it.
She faked it. This is what we're saying. She likes to do a lot of like shock value stuff. So she did that because she was releasing a song about like skin bleaching and like colorism and stuff. But that was like the whole rollout.
All right.
Yeah, basically. And then she's done the same thing with, I don't know what being pregnant. And do you know what it is as well? I think with pregnancy, people are so
It's
insensitive.
sensitive, man.
Because you can't be doing pregnancy pranks. You can't be doing these things because there's women who are actually like going through so much. They find like the people are having miscarriages. The statistics for miscarriages is so mad, yeah. It's unbelievable when you hear it. Do you get what I mean? And you're doing and then you're using it for content and entertainment. It's so rude and so insensitive. I'm never talking about this woman again on here. I don't care if she is the one who solves this war with Ukraine. I don't care. I'm never talking about her again. She is the first banned person from Word and Road. I'm starting a list. She is first on that list. Even Trump gets the same Word and Road.
I thought there was somebody
Not
else,
Spice.
but I don't want to
Nick Cannon.
you. Oh, damn.
No. I like Nick Cannon because I'm interested to see how many numbers we get to. He's on his 12th at the moment. So I'm interested to see how many, like, by our 5th anniversary, how many kids will Nick Cannon have? Will it be 30? It'll be lit. Like, that story has got me. But Spice, you're banned, all right? You're done. You're done, basically. So I thought this was quite positive as well. It's about DL Hughley. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
The comedian. So his daughter came out and spoke about their relationship and how they didn't have a good relationship, but they mended it and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to read it anyway. She said, I've never publicly spoken about the fact that until very recently, my dad and I had a fairly tumultuous relationship. I thought I'd gotten myself to a place where I decided that I'd stop getting my hopes up that things would ever get better and just accepted what was. And then everything changed. Initially, we forged a deeper connection over Nola, which is her daughter. But then my dad stopped calling just to see her and started calling to check on me. That is so lovely. We began having the most amazing conversations about anything, everything, really. I found myself in a space I thought I'd made peace with not being in, but now that we're here, my heart is so full. I'm just realizing the irony of this. Sorry, the personal irony. I'm a late blooming daddy's girl, and watching the relationship grow between him, LOL, and Nola keeps healing parts of the little girl in me that I thought I'd given up on. If you found yourself in a difficult relationship with a parent, know that even if you can't see it, it can get better. It happened to me. As the saying goes, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, well, you just might find you get what you need. I just thought that was very, very wholesome to share with you guys and anyone who's experiencing things of such nature. There is hope. And then lastly, there was a video. I'm not sure how true and authentic it is, just because it's very difficult to find news about this man because he's been blacklisted everywhere. But there was a video of like Dutchavelli fighting again in Dubai. I should have seen the video actually, but
He stays with the fists, isn't it?
yeah, but it's like every fight I see is him in a fight.
Oh, like him getting.
He's not the fighter.
He's not
He's
the
the one
aggressor. He's
getting
the
rushed.
victim.
He's a victim. Every time you're on the
So
ground,
you're basically saying you can't throw these hands.
you can't, and you stay in the midst of hand throws, sir. So anyway, and I just thought, okay, like it's just I don't know if he lives in Dubai now. I feel like I haven't heard anything about him being here since the whole nonce thing happened. So I don't know if he is, but you know, wherever he is, I hope he's working on himself. His decline was really, really. I think that's actually the first cancellation I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah,
No, to be
because-
fair, that's actually been solid.
Solid and across the board, like all the way down to his label. Because this guy was doing. I remember around that time as well. He was doing press tours on every UK podcast, up and down, and he became so likable, and the girls were crushing on his voice. Like it was a whole thing. Like, and then that happened, and the girls were like, "Hey, for it, your voice is never that great." And then his music just. I'd never heard a Dutchavelli song in my life anyway, but he's just, I think he is actually the first cancellation.
Yeah.
Cancelled worse than R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Hate to see it, man. But that's what happens when you want to allegedly mess with younger children. But all that being said, that is it for me today. Let's get into People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal. I give you the news from an economics point of view. I haven't got much to talk about today. Just 2 points, really. And last week we spoke about Credit Suisse and how finished their bank is, isn't it? Pretty much. But UBS, in a Swiss government-backed deal, has basically come to their rescue. I believe they bought it out and helped them keep afloat. Also, 6 central banks, including the Bank of England, they announced that they're going to be boosting the flow of US dollars through the global financial system. So this is going to be Bank of England, Bank of Japan, Bank of Canada, the European Central Bank, the US Federal Reserve, and the Swiss National Bank. So they've launched this coordinated action to enhance the provision of liquidity. Like this, people are obviously kind of worried because, as you know, when you're a huge bank like Credit Suisse was, right? People are kind of worried about how it's going to affect their savings potentially, right? Especially as this wasn't an isolated incident. You know what I'm saying? I think the week before we had the Silicon Valley Bank collapse as well, and how the US had to try and, keep them afloat as well. So, but I just wanted to remind people that the FSCS, where is it? They've got this thing in place where as long as you've got, I believe, under 85K in savings, it's protected. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't really got to worry much. Let me get the figure just to double check. I'm pretty sure it's 85K anyway. But I'll come back to that. The next thing I wanted to talk about is research conducted came out talking about 15 years of wage stagnation has pretty much left British workers £11,000 worse off per year. So this is going back to 2008, where the gap was over £500 a year, but now it's £4,000. So they also found that UK household incomes have fallen further behind those in Germany. So it was the case before, but it's even more now. Everything's just been exacerbated by the recent events that everyone's obviously felt the effects of. And yeah, man, this is again why Jeremy Hunt has come out and tried to do certain things to kind of ease inflation. Like I said, also last week, the OBR said they expect inflation to drop to 2.9%, I believe it was, from 10.1 at the moment.
When, please?
By the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what they're projecting. You know what I'm saying?
I can breathe. Just got to hold on.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, you know what I mean? That kind of affects all other areas of life as well. Obviously, remember, like I was saying before, when inflation drops, it doesn't mean prices drop.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I mean, less eroding of your money. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's obviously a good sign that all of us need to get ASAPity. But that's literally it for the People's Journal today, man.
Okay.
Very short today.
Let's get into our last headlines for today.
All right, so the first headline takes us to South Africa. It was a trigger warning here. And a man by the name of Claude Murray, who was 50, was the liquidator for Bosasa, a company implicated in numerous government contract scandals. He was shot dead. He also works as a liquidator for firms linked to the wealthy Gupta brothers, which we spoke about on the show maybe coming towards the end of last year, I believe. They were involved in this whole bribery accusations thing, how they elevated their company in South Africa. So police are now looking to see if there's a link between Mr. Murray's murder and these corruption investigations. Mr. Murray was shot by unknown gunmen while driving in Johannesburg with his 28-year-old son, Thomas. His son died at the scene while Mr. Murray was taken to hospital and later died of his injuries. Mr. Murray's job as a court-appointed company liquidator was to look into the accounts of firms that had folded, recover assets, and report any criminality. One of those companies was Bosasa, which is a government contractor specializing in prison services. In 2018, the current South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa, said that he would repay $35,000 donation from Bosasa. An anti-corruption investigator found that he had misled the parliament over the donation, but that finding was dismissed by the country's High Court. We also spoke about that on the show. Mr. Murray was also working as a liquidator for firms linked to the Gupta brothers. The Zondo Commission found that the brothers, AJ, Rajesh and Atul, tried to influence political and economic decisions during Mr. Zuma's presidency in a process known as state capture. The Guptas moved from India to South Africa in 1993 and owned a wide-ranging portfolio of companies that enjoyed lucrative contracts with South African government departments and state-owned companies. The South African authorities are currently working on having the Gupta brothers extradited from the UAE, where they have been arrested to stand trial. Like I said earlier, they've denied accusations of paying financial bribes to win contracts. The next headline is about a man who's been arrested on suspicion of violent disorder after crowds gathered and the window was smashed at the Indian High Commission in London. The Met police officers were called to the building in Aldwych, Westminster, at about 1:50 p.m. on Sunday, and 2 security guards sustained minor injuries. Footage posted on social media showed a man detaching an Indian flag from the first floor balcony of the building, while a crowd of people below waving bright yellow Khalistan banners appeared to encourage him. They are believed to be supporters of a Sikh separatist movement seeking to create a new homeland or breakaway state. The incident was denounced on Twitter by the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, the Foreign Office Minister, Lord Ahmad, and the British High Commissioner to India, Alex Ellis. And the last headline takes us all the way to Australia, where the residents of the outback town of Menindee in the New South Wales state complained of a terrible smell from dead fish. The Department of Primary Industries said that the fish deaths were likely caused by low oxygen levels as floods recede, which is a situation made worse by fish needing more oxygen because of the warmer weather. Police have established an emergency operations centre in Menindee to coordinate a massive cleanup this week. State Emergency Operations Controller Peter Thurtle said that the immediate focus was to provide a clean water supply to residents. He said there's no need for community concern as the initial assessment has determined multiple viable solutions to maintain water supply to the Menindee township and surrounds. State agencies also started to release higher quality water where possible to boost dissolved oxygen levels in the area. Mass fish kills have been reported on the Darling Baikal River in recent weeks. Tens of thousands of fish were found at the same spot in late February, while there have been several reports of dead fish downstream towards Pooncarie, which is near the borders of South Australia and Victoria states. Enormous fish kills occurred on the river at Menindee during severe drought conditions in the late 2018 and early 2019, with local estimating millions of deaths. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into our outro. So, just to clarify, do you have any more homework then for this week? Was that for next week?
It's for next week,
Next week, I believe.
Next week, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Yusuf's always going to miss these. So we need to work it out so it can be
So
Fridays as well.
Creed is
not
for
different.
Friday.
Not this Friday.
No, next week Friday.
Yeah. So this Friday,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to recommend you guys watch
The free thing that you said.
Crossfire.
You said it's got 3 episodes.
Is it
isn't
old?
3 episodes.
Is it new?
It's not new.
Don't act like it's a silly question.
No, it's not new. I'm
Okay.
thinking, do I even know?
And you watched it?
I've watched the first episode. Danielle,
I thought you were going to say you watched the trailer.
No, I didn't. It's not trailer stuff. But it's based on real events.
Okay.
And she suggested it after I said that one of my fears is imagine going on holiday and everything is sweet, you're enjoying yourself, and you've got like 10 days of this blissfulness, knowing full well at the end of the 10 days, you'd have loved whatever it is that you experienced. But then you'd be like, oh crap, I'm going home. I wish I could extend it for 3 more days. But on the second day, right, you're in your resort or whatever, and then all of a sudden, some gunmen just come and start spraying bullets. Right? And then people are just dropping.
That's where my heart is beating. Do you know why? Because that's one of my fears too.
This is what I'm saying.
Like I said, I'm going solo traveling this year, yeah, and I need to basically find a lock. You know them extended locks for the doors, for the hotel doors. I've never played. Like I dead ass want to do that because that is actually my fears.
Yeah. And
Or like being banged up abroad. Oh.
And this Crossfire is kind of based on that.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that. That's sick.
Yeah, and then it has a twist to it.
Don't tell me
Which
twist.
again will encourage conversation. So I said I want you guys to watch it and then I'll rattle off the questions.
Okay, so Friday.
But I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, so that's the date, Friday.
Yeah, I've only watched 1 episode so far. So far.
You like it so far?
Yeah, so far. Yeah.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. All right, Crossfire, BBC One, iPlayer, I think.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Well, you guys better watch it as well. I don't want to be hearing crying about spoiler because I don't know what that means. Thank you guys for tuning into the episode as you always do. We appreciate you. Do like the video before you come out of this. Anyway, no, not today.
It's my accent. It's not force fire. It's cross. CROSS.
Yo, why do you wheel up your laughter like that?
Crossfire. Yeah, it's probably my accent.
They shouldn't act like they don't like the accent. I'll be hearing them requesting you do ASMR shit. But anyways, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on our social media platforms the day after TNB. If you have dilemmas you want to send in, asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? All that great stuff. The number is 075-6484-1073. If you also have suggestions for that topic of the day and all that great stuff, send those in too.
And also recommendations for our What You Watching.
Yes, for our What You Watching, send them. If it's dead, I'm going to call you on air.
Yeah, send a
100%.
trailer, send a little synopsis, and I'll check it out, and then I'll
Yeah.
pass it on to Esther. Obviously, Esther will be the one to say Esther recommends. That's a nice little ring to it. Esther recommends. Sorry, Gina.
It's all right.
You have Justine in it. Esther recommends is a nice little catchy thing.
It's fine.
Sometimes you're not in, she's always in.
I didn't say anything.
Do you know you're like, she ain't saying nothing, you know.
I said it's
And you're
fine.
explaining.
You want to...
I'm sorry because you said that you're never going to be on Friday, innit? So.
Do you know what it is? I'm going to
Are you not
try.
going to be on Friday?
Do you know what it is? I'm going to ATL on Friday.
Yes.
But it also depends on how Thursday night goes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, you know what I'm saying?
Thursday night is going to be...
She's doing celebrant.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
it's gonna
celebrating. I might not
Yeah, you might
function.
Hear that.
That's fair.
Hear that. It would be
I might what?
No, nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
So I'm going to try. I'm actually going to try.
If anything,
Because I actually want to I want to recap with you guys the next day. I think it'll be cute.
I think it will be cute.
Exactly. So
I think
I'm
it'd be
going
nice
to
well for you to go to ATL tired.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't really
Yeah,
care
I mean,
about
I
that.
feel like
I can sleep on the plane.
Yeah,
so-
so if you can,
Yeah.
because it will be a lot.
No,
can.
yeah. But
Yeah.
But you have to make a decision. It's kind of like dating and stuff. Like
you know what?
All right.
Esther, please.
If you want to,
To be honest, you've done worse, right? And you've been able to.
Oh,
work
facts.
up- Precisely.
I've definitely done
Yeah,
worse.
man.
Just-
The recap would be good. Plus, we would have pictures and stuff that we can show the people.
Okay,
crossfire. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna.
We believe you, man.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think
I'll
it'll be good
literally
actually.
sleep. I'll have to leave. I won't be able to probably stay to the end of the ep though.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
You come in for the
because
intro.
I
what
need to
you
leave
watch
in it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, that's fine. Because actually, we can't come to your party and not recap the party. Come on.
Yeah,
We can't recap in your absence.
In your
I know.
We did that with you and Yusuf. Made us do
I
that.
know.
with
I know.
Yusuf.
No, I actually. You know what?
Actually,
I'm
you
go-
gotta be here. Can't lie
I'm
to
gonna
you.
firm it. I'm gonna firm it.
Yeah, and then you can. Yeah, and it just.
And
Sounds
yes,
like
we are going to watch Power first episode today,
Yeah.
and we'll tell you guys about that tomorrow. You should
watched
already
it?
watched it, to be honest, huh?
You watched it.
I didn't watch it purposely because we're watching it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Neither did I.
Okay.
I had
So
the
we will have an
popcorn
impromptu what you're watching tomorrow.
That's so funny because I slightly forgot it was today, but I didn't because I planned my day around it.
I know
But
what you
now
mean,
you've just
yeah.
said it, I thought, yes, we
That's
are.
I thought about it
doing
earlier this morning, and then now he said it, I'm like, oh yeah.
What time are you getting there for? It says 6, innit? The viewing starts at 6:30, right?
Yeah.
And
Maybe 6. I want some snacks. That's how you missed the Black Panther.
this is why I'm
You
saying
was
this
getting
because
snacks during screen
because I was
time.
being a greedy pig.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Let me get there for 6.
Yeah, we can do 6. All right.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
Well, okay. Well, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.
Sick.